What part of piss off I'm eating and drinking alone? Don't you understand? Out of the way. Do it. I heard a song once, it was called Move or I'll punch your lights out. Out of the way. Ha! Get out of here, boy. I'm ordering. Go. What part of piss off I'm eating and drinking alone? Don't you understand? Dance. What part of piss off I'm eating and drinking alone? Don't you understand? Get out of here, boy. Move.
The Discord for the people that are.
So, welcome, and we are back, and
We'll
hopefully
explain.
we have audio, and hopefully you guys can actually hear it. I did.
I don't know. Do you see levels on your end?
I see levels on
Okay, but
my
that
end,
hasn't always mattered.
and it's going, but it is going out on the right tracks. So there should be audio. That has not always been the case. Welcome. Well, we are back from an unintended hiatus. We had some things come up. Real life happened. People got sick. You know, it happens.
Shit went down.
Yeah, shit went down. But we are back, and we're gonna have a good time tonight because we have, for the first time in a very long time, the full table with us, including a face we haven't seen in what was it, 6 months?
3.5 months.
3.5 months.
Not good anymore.
3.5 months this time. So, so Nate is back with us. You heard his voice.
We've done quite nothing.
But we're happy to have him back, and Steph is here, and Daniel's back with us. So we've got the full table.
Well,
Except for Steven, who's running late, but that's okay. He'll be here.
We will soon. have
We
the
are
full table.
so happy to have you guys here. We hope you are buckled up because it's going to be a wild ride tonight, and I don't even know what's going to happen. So that's where I'm coming from. Before we get started, as always, just a few quick reminders and announcements. All of the videos do wind up on our YouTube channel, so you can go check that out. You can go search Casual Cactus over there. Easiest way to find it. Casual with a C, Cactus with a K, and you'll be able to find all of our back episodes, all of our one-shots. Anything we do video-wise lands on the YouTube. I have been told we're not the only Casual Cactus, but we're the only ones that spell cactus with a K. So, go help us out over there. If you're already on YouTube, be sure you hit like and subscribe, ring the little bell icon, and you will always be notified whenever we put new content up for you guys to watch. There's quite a bit of it. It's over 500 hours worth of content across 3 main campaigns, a couple of minor campaigns, and one-shots. So have fun. We do also run a Discord server for... that is not the Discord server. That's Wyvern Warfare. I'm going to change tax here. So wyvernwarfare.com. Those guys are really cool. They're a Utah business, and they have been creating resin and Burlwood dice trays. Custom made, custom poured, really, really cool. It's got, I didn't even realize it had that stamped into it. Leather interior there, rolls really nicely. And they're really, really cool guys. They've been running Name These Colors
For their dice trays.
for their new dice trays for the last 4 weeks. 3 of the 4 are sitting around the table right now,
Hello.
and we're waiting to hear on number 4. So we'll see. We may have news for you guys in that regard next week.
Check them out.
Um,
They're awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Really, really cool guys. Awesome products. Go check them out. I hit the Discord button. It came up with the wrong tag. I clearly need to look at my look at some things. But we do run a Discord server. I don't have the link to be able to pop up for you guys because it's going to do the wrong one.
But to quickly answer
Logan.
Logan's question,
yes.
how do they handle with fancy fragile dice? I don't have fancy fragile dice, so I won't know.
But they
So-
do have a leather
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Yes,
They are cushioned and have a leather insert,
so
they should be good.
They should cushion them pretty well.
I will bring it to whenever we play next, Logan, so you should be
So-
able to see it and admire.
But we do have a Discord server up and running. Normally, this is where I would hit the button and you'd be able to see it on the bottom of the screen. I worked something up apparently when I was adding the tag for Wyvern. But we do have a Discord server, and we normally put changes to our schedule there on that Discord server. Tuesday night is not our usual night.
You have your
We shifted things a day this week to accommodate Halloween and trick-or-treaters, so that is why we are off by a day. Our normal schedule is Monday nights at this very same time. So if we ever do change the schedule, the Discord server will be where we post those, so you can always know when we have things being altered by events. That's all the announcements I have, but I do know that
Nope. There we go. Hi, guys.
I do know that Braden has an announcement.
You can actually bring this up to the full thing, so everyone can see. But
Okay.
I will do most of the talking.
Sorry, my head.
I do have something to let everyone know. Glassbreakers Guild is officially 4 years old. We have been streaming for the last 4 years. Since October of 2018.
Very
We
cool.
have been streaming.
The heck is wrong with us?
What the heck is wrong with us?
I don't know.
So while I do a little bit of a spiel of what we have done in those last 4 years, if everyone will kind of think on some of their favorite moments that have happened in the last 4 years. I know
Aw.
Chipper and Daniel, you might not know everything, but if there is something you can think of, please let me know. We started this little game with a game of Tomb of Annihilation, which I believe is one of my favorite campaigns we've ever done. What's with the weird look, Lance?
You can't touch it.
We trekked through the jungles of Chult and cheesed the end boss.
Cheesed.
Yeah,
Sure.
Uh,
and not in the same way that we cheesed that episode just a few episodes back.
Ah.
I don't know about cheesed. Mayoed, maybe?
Mayo,
Yeah.
Mayoed the final
There was
boss.
some condiment
Yeah.
applied to that boss.
During that time, we had done various one-shots. Lance, I remember you doing a 2-part Shadowrun game. We did various insurance games. So, and I did a couple of one-shots as well.
You've done more
I
than
have
a couple.
done a lot of one-shots over the years.
We are fast approaching the 2022 version of
Bradenmas.
Bradenmas.
So yeah, the 3rd year. Also, halfway through Tomb of Annihilation, we got ourselves a new studio and i.e. pool table that we now play on.
Pool/game.
Pool/game table
Slash house.
slash house.
Some of us got a new house out of this deal.
I will say there is nostalgia going back and watching the different 3 gradiented cameras that made up the couch of Tomb of Annihilation.
Keith,
Yeah.
I love your couches. I am so glad we don't play on that couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't even own that couch anymore.
Yeah. Moving on from Tomb of Annihilation, we then went to Delirium's Domain, run by our lovely Danny, who I think a lot of us can say was a very fun campaign.
Yes.
Some of us are still playing.
Some of us are still out of game
Takes you,
playing
like 6
stuff.
months real time to move like an hour in game.
Oh, I have been playing with him. It has taken us 2 months to do one night.
I'm not.
Has it really been that?
Yes!
Oh no!
It might be longer!
Now, to be fair, they are also playing by text, so that
it does
slows
make it
things
very
down.
different.
And Mark
Keith, that is not an excuse. If anything, they should be able to get more in.
I mean, we do have kids.
Yeah.
Let's
Kids
stop
live
covering
stream.
for the problem
It
here,
takes a lot.
okay?
It just takes a lot.
In the Delirium campaign, we went from Tweedles to fighting off queens, obsidian dragons, and finally defeating the end boss. And finally, we're here to this campaign, which is in its 2nd year of the Valley campaign. We are only level 8. But there have been a lot of twists and turns. Our first player character death.
Yeah.
Poor Alma.
You're the only
Well,
one who
But
didn't
so
come back.
fast.
Pyre.
Pyre.
Came back.
Technically.
Yeah, but he came back technically.
But then I had to then I gave him up because he was
Because he
dead.
was
evil. We've gone from a small village to now beginning a rebellion. So,
We've gone from a small village to a slightly larger town, and that's about as far as we've made.
yep, that is absolutely correct. And we will see you in the next 2 years when we get to the next town. So I rambled a little bit. Is there anyone who'd like to share some of their favorite moments over the last 4 years?
Oh jeez, such a long.
I liked when you guys did VR. The bomb game.
Oh, that was
That was.
Oh,
that was
I
one
forgot about
episode.
You want to know what is absolutely fun about that? There is a good solid 2 minutes of Lance and Keith shouting at me on instructions while Danny is just like, "What page are we on?" That was a very fun story.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
So there were a couple of times like DMing that I really thoroughly enjoyed. Now I have so many moments non-DMing, but some of the ones that stick out in my memory most were DMing just because I was so nervous sitting around the table that is largely full of DMs. But on the introductions for Delirium's Domain, as I introduced the characters and everything and kind of gave you what was happening, slipping into the dreaming, and Brayden says, "I'm so in." At that point, I was just like, yes! And it just made my whole night. And the Tweedles with the hole. Just being able to completely take everything that you say out of context because they are Tweedles and do bizarre things with that. And having you guys laugh just delighted me to no end. So from the DMing perspective, those were a couple of my favorite moments.
Anyone else have
Tower,
any?
yep.
Anyone else have any interesting moments?
This was back when we were still in Santa Barbara, and I hadn't met everybody yet. I only knew you by watching through stream. But one of my favorite moments is, I guess, it's been a while, but it was when I think it was Sploof was imagining how her pet spider or something would have a bed.
Oh
Or
my
the
gosh, I
spider.
forgot
Yeah.
the Galder's Tower, the bedroom on the on the first floor.
It was how Sploof would imagine the bed for the spider would look like. He said it was like spider shapes, right?
I love Irish legs.
Yep.
So-
little sleeping bag for each leg.
That was always something that stuck with me. So
That makes me happy.
Oh, sometimes.
Hemorrhoids hands.
Hemorrhoids hands are always a good staple for us.
Yeah.
That's his favorite part too.
I just liked chiming in when I could catch streams and just being like, so wait, there's a dinosaur? And then next I'd be like, wait, why are you dousing them with like mayonnaise? Like, wait, why is what was the other one? Oh, I was like, whose grandmother's a bush? What's going on?
All of the ketchup required is
Who
great.
was it? Who was it that got tossed off the cliff?
That would have been me.
That was
tossed
actually,
off the cliff.
it was one of those heart-stopping. I can't believe I'm going to do this moments.
I don't know if I did, but I believe when I was told I got popped off the cliff, I think I might have opened the player's handbook. It's like, what am I playing now? But
the other thing the other moment that really stands out for me is I was describing for you a vision of your of what happened to your grandmother.
Oh yeah.
And there was a familiar voice or a familiar face
familiar
in the vision,
dwarven face.
dwarven face in the vision, and hearing Braden, hearing those synapses like connect, and the gasp and scream was just amazing.
That is still the featured clip on Twitch. So if you ever want to go, because speaking of that, I was sleeping in my house and I hear in my living room my screech, and I go out and I see that my roommates are watching the clips from our Twitch. And I was like, that was 2 years ago.
Oh.
Anyone else have any fun memories of?
I do, but I want to go last because mine's a little sappy.
Okay.
The sheer look of betrayal on Danny's face
When
she realized that you were not her brother.
I want to say something about that specifically. If you watch where I go and I'm gonna hug you real quick, that was not Milo speaking to Simi. That was Brayden speaking to Danny because I had set you up to.
He had set you up.
I had
so
set you up
bad.
so hard, and I was hugging you because I'm just like, I'm about to break Danny in an emotional way that I don't know if I'm going to be able to recover a friendship of.
And yet here we are.
Yes, here we are, forming a rebellion.
Yep.
Trying to bring back her brother, your lover, eventually
Yeah.
at some point.
It is the goal.
I was so betrayed.
Yeah.
So betrayed.
For me, where do I
I
go?
really like porn.
For me, I mean, I've done a lot of stupid stuff on this stream, where it has been shutting off the stream. The amount of times I drop my dice on the old coffee table.
Oh yes.
To the amount of things I have said.
Everything is so much farther away from him now. Although
Yeah.
there is.
I have a button.
I was gonna say,
I do have a button.
He is the closest to
I'm the
power
closest one to the power strip.
I need to make sure that I don't plug the computer into that one anymore.
But I have to say, my favorite overall moment was a singular stream, which was us in Cannibal Cove in Delirium's domain, which started behind the beaded curtain.
The tentacle rod.
The tentacle rod. That entire stream was pure gold and was perfectly cherried on the top by the quote number 69.
I'm amazed you that's impressive. Now I'm gonna have to look up quote 69 at some point.
I have no idea what quote
Keeps on
number
it.
69. We have not nearly as far as I hoped. The complaint in my ex.
All of my ex.
I think that was supposed to be gotten, but yes. Oh, I love it.
I have one. So, There was a moment.
There you go. 68. It's around the corner in the section behind the beaded crit.
There we go.
There was a moment when we brought Nate back from one of his deployments. That was a surprise.
Oh.
Why is it always me? I never know why it's
Because you're
always
awesome,
me.
that's why.
Thank you, Nate. That means a lot.
There was
I have eye deception.
that was a big thing. Like several of us knew that it was happening, but when he came in and we were all like together as a group again, that was big.
Every time we're back together, it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also distinctly remember.
Another reason we love this.
Yeah.
I also distinctly remember having some guest players come in.
Mm-hmm.
That was an absolute hoot. And that was the first time that I'd met you guys really in person. And now you live here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
From watchers to players. It's not something that gets to happen a lot.
And then there's our Griff that we miss
Oh, yes.
so
Yeah.
much. She just
Kyrie.
popped in. We love
Yes.
you. We miss you. We hope you're having a
We're
good
celebrating
time.
our 4th
Celebrating
year.
4 years. Yeah.
But we do miss you, and thank you for the
Thanks
many,
for all of the
the many
memories,
years
for
that you
sure.
helped us with this stream and all of that. So thank you, Kyrie.
thanks, Alora.
Yeah.
Nick, do you have
Yeah, so everything you said I was thinking of. I think particularly my favorite was when Sploof would do something and Chipper would be fast drawing what
Oh
it
my
is.
God.
The illustrations. for
The
that one
illustrations
were
were awesome.
On point, yes.
Still, the most amount of damage I've ever taken was from you through the entirety of the campaign.
Seconded by me.
Seconded by you in Delirium's domain.
That tracks.
There's so many issues, but it's so correct.
Yep.
And I believe you wanted to go last. Nat, I believe you are the last to go.
Yes. Okay. So
Tissues?
Jessica's
no,
trying not to cry.
no, I'm not gonna cry. But a lot of you, well, some of you know this, some of you don't. But right before I started playing with this group, my mom died in a car accident. It was really traumatic, you know, blah blah blah. Everyone has trauma. But
I'm fine. It's fine.
I'm fine. It's fine. But just, yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
crying. You're
really
crying.
massively depressed, like horribly depressed. And Steven kind of forced me to come play with you guys for a while. I really didn't want to go, but it helped pull me out of a huge depression. Like, it feels weird to me that Dungeons and Dragons is such a pivotal, like, turning point in my life, but it was, and it was because of you guys and because of this stream and like what we've all built together here. So thanks for the last 4 years, guys.
And we have to give a big shout out to Keith.
Yes.
Yes.
Because without your knowledge of how computers work,
Yes, Steve. Your knowledge of technology is an integral part
of how this stream runs.
Without your knowledge of technology, we don't know what we would do. We're so glad that that is what you contribute to the stream, your technological know-how.
And no, you are a massively great DM as well. Just hit me over the head with a shovel, why don't you?
This is exactly how tender
Good
moments
DM.
and compliments go here.
I know how the computers work.
It is clear which one Braden values most.
To be fair, without the computer knowledge, there is no stream.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
I think we'd still be
Chip and
playing
Daniel wouldn't be
D&D.
That's true.
That's true, but we wouldn't have
without
Without the
Yeah.
stream,
Yeah.
we would not
we would
have
not have
Because you never would have found
Steph
us.
and Daniel.
Exactly.
So,
I've been like, what a
you
bunch
know.
of weirdos. Let's go there.
So
I feel like
fun
that's
stuff.
exactly
So,
how that conversation went.
For any of you who are
What a bunch
watching,
of weirdos, let's
thank
move
you
there.
for the last 4 years of us streaming on Casual Cactus as the Glassbreakers Guild, and here's to many more years. So
Another 4 years, Keith.
4
You
more
ready for
years,
that?
dude.
4 more
I
years!
suspect Keith
4
has as
more
much
years!
planning for the next 4 years as he did for the last 4.
So I think I'm done spieling on this thing. So I think we will
Yeah.
turn it back
Yeah.
to Keith to return us back
Well-
to the realm of
Well,
fantasy.
thank you very much for all of for that trip down memory lane, and it was very much a trip. All of the streaming, of course, made possible by you guys that sit down and watch us, and some of you, sit down and watch us, and then move to where we live, and start playing at the table with us. So that's awesome. Yeah, 8 years, 10, 12, whatever, however long it takes. I look forward to the day when we're streaming in hologram in 3D.
And our mics still will cut out.
You will have us in 3D on the highest fidelity with no audio.
sound.
No audio.
that sounds.
Your digital
that sounds about
bingo card floating in front of you.
That sounds
You
about
can
right.
just click.
All right. So it has been a little bit since we've all been around the table. Who watched the last episode and would like to do a recap?
I did, but
I got
All right.
through most of it, but if you'd like to
Sure.
recap us, go for it.
Go for it.
Seeing as Lance was not here but wanted to talk to the gentleman about the thing,
Yep.
we met with him. There was a very heated sort of back and forth of words trying to get him to reveal the medallion around his neck and him threatening to turn us in. He eventually came to inside the Shagan and set up a protective, no speaking
Sound barrier.
sound barrier, and told us that he was part of a council of 7 people who basically ran Lamont Wells. So we talked to him, and he legitimately wants to bring magic into a better light and wants just help to try and do that. We also found out that the Empress and her church are at odds. So a very interesting thing. It seems like Master Rosk, the head of the church, is doing something. We finish with that meeting. Dells decides to go out and make some money.
I set up a referral system with the brothel. You're welcome.
You did? Yeah, it was a very good idea. Yep. Stephen taught the young boy how to make what was it was sandstone, right?
Yeah, blue sandstone
Oh.
with cobalt.
So we finished with that with the evening. The next morning, Dells and Cabbage
I was trying to think of my fake name. Eleanor.
both decided to go back to the brothel and talk about referral stuff. Dells also drew another individual by the name of Jacques. While yeah.
He was.
While Cabbage read a very saucy novel.
About pirates.
A
About
saucy
pirates.
pirate novel. Mm.
While Milo and Simi went back to the library, Milo went to the non-restricted section and was looking up books on just various ways to maybe bypass some ruling and see if he could understand how he might tunnel into the restricted section. And learned a couple of interesting polymorph options. Simi also went down to the restricted section and continued her search for where Akrai may have left some clues, eventually finding a clue, and was going to bring that back and let us know. We all met up and headed back to the Shagan, where Killian, we had told Killian to sleep, because he was up all night. Whether or not we'll find him sleeping is something to learn. And I believe that was everything, and unless anyone would like to correct me.
I think that was mostly it.
Alright.
Yeah, we did the library thing, and she set up the porn industry.
One of the 7 might do the dark magic.
That's right.
Mm.
One of the Grim 7.
The Council of 7.
Keith made 2 really bad jokes very early on. You just want to mark that?
That tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And I believe we
Have a
pick
running
it up.
tally of bad jokes.
Too much time.
Not enough paper.
Both of these things are true.
So I believe that is where we leave off, Keith.
Yep.
So we will turn the story back to you.
Maybe.
Hey.
He's,
Yeah, I realized I forgot to note something down because I never told I never told Cabbage what the title of your book
Oh,
was.
please tell me what the title was.
Stolen Hearts, a Lana Lowell romance.
A what now?
Alana Roll.
A Lana Lowell romance.
Lowell?
Lowell.
Roll?
L-O-W.
Alana Roll!
It's the name! Come on! Anyway, but it's one of a series.
Oh.
Does she like it enough to seek the rest out?
That's the question.
Cabbage
and I
kinda
will leave
feels like
that
she's
up
gonna-
to...
Get in trouble for reading this.
I remember baby
Like, this is one of those things that like your parents find and throw out of the house. They're like, "What are you reading? What is this trash?"
Oh, yeah.
I read it with the article.
Oh.
Oh.
Journalism, Mom!
There you
You
go.
have to repeat that for me because I'm taking notes on the smut that exists in this world.
Stolen Hearts,
Stolen Hearts. Oh.
a Lana Lowell romance.
Her pen just died.
Send me out.
Now
Look,
you're
if
just
you wrote
being obnoxious.
Now?
We've been doing this for 4 years and now we're obnoxious?
Hey, I feel like we're doing
I thought we
okay.
crossed this threshold with the
Oh,
mayonnaise.
yeah, we probably did.
Oh,
We
I think
probably
it was
did.
long before the mayonnaise.
All right. So, so the two of you are making your way back towards.
We had met up with them and we're heading back
Yeah,
to,
met up with. So
Yeah.
all of
So all of us-
four of you
we're heading back to the shack.
are heading back to the Shaggin. I forget what time of day it was. It was
It was like noon.
noon.
Yeah.
Okay, so early afternoon. You guys make your way back to the campsite to the Shaggin. And if there's anything conversationally you guys need to hash out along the way, now would be the time for that. And of course,
Care to share with the class?
Oh, I got stabbed by her earring.
okay.
Had I actually?
No, you told
I
us
had
that
not.
you were going to tell everyone
okay.
when we got back to the shack.
Yeah. So we are all
Yeah.
back now. We don't have any. No.
Is your
Gosh dang it!
Any
I'm
bet-
still working.
why did you take this job?
Because it was the logical thing to do.
To remind everyone, it was so that we could steal a magic item.
And hopefully so that we didn't have to.
I guess as we're walking back, I'll just casually, as we're walking, just like, any bets on whether Killian went to bed or not?
I'm gonna guess probably not, judging by the severe amount of profanity that we heard last time we were close enough to be in earshot. That did not sound like the sound of a man who was sleeping or anywhere near to it.
Make a sailor blush.
Mhm.
I know.
Right.
Because it made you blush, or because you just know sailors and know that about them?
That one.
Okay. I don't know that you read smut, so I can't start poking fun at you.
I do.
All right. So you don't know what he looks like, so not you, but Cabbage, Simi, and
Use your words, Keith.
God, dog it! I hate being old
Brain
and
cramp.
forgetting names.
Brain cramp.
It rhymes with hello.
Milo. Thank you. It's been too long. So Milo, Simi, Cabbage, make me a perception
Now
check.
you asked me to do my greatest stat I ever roll. A dirty 20.
Looky here.
Good way to start.
Good way to start.
Wow. I have a +7. This is a 14.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I
it's not
rolled
bad.
That's
a
not
7.
good.
It's not good, but it's not
It's-
bad.
Yeah.
Also an unnatural 20.
I celebrate
Okay.
every time I roll above a 10. So,
I've seen your rolls. That's fair.
All right. honestly, it's not that hard to see. So all three of you are going to notice that coming up the street, the other direction, is a sort of a group of 4 riders on horseback. All of them are familiar, especially the one in sort of the middle of the pack.
Oh. Wow, they really traveled. They really traveled
It
slow.
has been 2 weeks in game.
They really travel slow.
Is that? It's been 2
What are the chances?
Now,
that
he's not coming from Sutterton.
from
They're
the
coming
other
back
direction.
from the other direction.
What are the chances that these guys are not traveling of their own volition? Are we? Should
I don't know.
we
You're
be
better.
concerned?
You're better at reading people. How nervous do these people look?
How nervous do these people look?
Make me an insight check.
Okay, so this one's gonna be fired. Insight is still +7, but that just makes it an 11.
I'm just.
I mean, they don't look too nervous. They don't look nervous. There is some worry, some concern on their face, on the non-Castian faces.
What you've done.
It burned down.
It takes them.
So
It takes a month to get there.
Cabbage is not going to connect any of these dots. She's not going to think.
Okay.
She's gonna run up and.
Castin!
Cabbage!
So you see.
We already know at this point, because, like, not Setterton.
Yeah, no, the Montswells know
Like,
her.
they know her, so.
Yeah.
But still,
So-
I know. I need to get better about
So you see.
But he doesn't have a code name.
You see Cabbage.
It's true.
You see Simi. You see
do
Milo.
remember.
And there is another woman with them. Seems to be with them.
I'm gonna jump off my horse and I'll give you a hug.
Big hot.
And he does have a code name, just so everybody remembers.
He had a code name?
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
What was your code name?
He did.
Oh,
Deanne.
Deanne Ale.
DNA.
But it's been 2 weeks,
Yes.
so if Cabbage
A
remembers it
lot's
or not.
happened since then.
To quote you, Cabbage isn't going to think.
Yeah,
Actually, just make me an intelligence roll. Just a straight intelligence roll, real quick.
It's a 1.
Oh wow.
it's a natural 20.
Oh.
So as you're throwing your arms around him, the light bulb goes off. It's like, oh crap, he's got a name. He's got a different name that he wanted to be used.
Casty Dean.
Close enough.
Cast you off your horse.
Ricochet.
Yeah.
What?
Did you just-
Written?
What?
He did.
What?
He went
Were you
full
trying to
bloodhound.
sniff him out?
Yes. Yes, I was.
One's over the table there. By Nat's foot.
Anyway,
How close are they?
I mean, Cabbage. So one of the guys has jumped off his
Within
horse,
fireball
and one of the guys has jumped off his horse, and Cabbage ran up to him and wrapped her arms around him. So they're like right there. I'm not sure how fast the other two are moving, but they're closing the gap pretty close. It's not a wide distance.
I go up and I give a few of my little sample goodies to the other people.
Okay, so
Smud, get your smud.
so the one that was riding right next to Castian was sort of an older lady.
Oh.
And she reaches down and she grabs it and says, "Well, that's very nice, dear," and tucks it into her inside pocket and then pulls out her own notebook and starts taking notes.
You okay? That sounded convincing.
Yeah.
Did you sniff powdered?
I don't know. I was doing
DM token.
maybe.
Inspiration.
And she's finally
Starting to calm down a little bit.
and connect the dots and
What are you doing here?
Don't worry, I didn't burn anything down
That's good.
yet.
Who are your friends?
The same ones from before.
wait, who, oh, you
Those
said
are
they
ones
were
that
all
took them
familiar
the other
with Wargame?
direction.
Yeah.
They're
So,
his
so,
caretakers.
so this is the group of travelers that you guys met on the
Caretakers that
road
came looking for
that
him.
came
Yeah.
looking for Castian.
orderlies.
They are
Yeah.
they are the mental health professionals.
Nurse Ratchet.
Right.
Nurse Ratchet.
Right.
Right.
Long story short, I'm kind of on probation, so we'll just
Insight check.
Yep.
No.
Delightful.
Jeez, why do my dice hate me tonight? Usually they only hate me when I'm DMing. It's a 10.
We just heard some disturbing rumors and thought it might be best not to continue into unsettled situation.
I mean, that tracks with what
That's
we've been.
fair.
You're referring to what's going on in the Capitol?
Yes.
So, how's the mental state?
Oh, he's made a lot of progress. I think we've done some
okay.
really good work with him.
Insight on her. No. It was an 8. But it's going up slowly.
Alright. So rude of me. This is Indigo.
Montoya.
Indiegogo.
Indigo.
She's our new friend.
Oh.
What am I looking at here?
Oh, this is Dean.
Like,
Dan.
like
Dean.
Like,
This is
it,
Dean.
is Dean or Dean?
Dean. Your name's
Dean.
Dean now.
Dean.
Executive decision was made.
Yeah.
You are now Dean.
You're now Dean. Dean.
Dean. Longy.
You can just call him Big D.
You're not even here.
Like, are you human or like what are?
Oh, yeah, I
no.
guess.
So I'm,
Describe yourself.
What am I working with?
yeah. I'm a half elf. No, high elf. Sorry, high elf. Yes, very fancy. And very fancy clothes, outfits, nice hat, really big feather.
Like you're a high elf or you're a high elf?
Yes.
Yes.
High
Both.
Okay.
I see.
Honestly,
Two things can be true.
Yeah.
He is not
Yes.
a Tweedle.
I see your fashion and I'm like, oh, did you get those clothes from Luke?
Your,
Yes, I
Your
went out to
fishing
the.
village?
Yes, we're known for our high fashion.
Really?
And our cuisine.
I believe you less and less.
Every time.
The more you talk, the less I believe you.
What else has your town been known for?
Fishing or drinking game.
Fishing games.
Fishing game.
Fishing games, drinking games.
Every time we don't catch a fish, we drink.
Just
We're
combine
drunk
the
a
two.
lot.
So I'll take off my hat, give it a nice little proper bow. It's like, pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
Yeah, he's very proper. We should go back to the shagging.
So I'm gonna turn to the folks that are with Castian. It's like, okay, so clearly, like, going back to a treatment center, that kind of thing, not an option right at the moment. But do you guys have experience with amnesia?
A little. Why?
I don't know where I am actually.
That's amnesia.
That is how that works.
You are at the Shaggin.
Okay. 'Cause I was NPC mode for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
We've
at.
just been saying that you've been contemplating the words of the changeling Jin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So we have a friend who is like otherwise, he seems perfectly together. But
Got this one small problem.
yeah, he doesn't remember anything. Like, he woke up and had
10,
no
but-
recollection of anything. He's a 10, but he has massive
10, but he
amnesia
can't
up
remember
until,
his
like, what, 3 days
backstory?
ago?
Yeah.
3 days ago.
College of the Counselor?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I forgot that I had a spoon when I started this, and it sank because it's a cute little spoon, and I just remembered because it tried to choke me.
Melted. I was like,
Chocolate spoon.
That's the thing.
I'm a little unnerved by this whole like mental situation that I'm like hearing here.
Yeah, I don't want him to undergo any like kind of crazy like invasive. Yeah,
Good to
nothing
go?
invasive. But
He should be. I think we've curbed some of his more destructive tendencies. The
I never tried to kill any of you guys.
you tried to kill Akarai.
And that
But
made-
none of you
That was
guys.
different.
None of the people currently in front of him.
He was helping us.
Did you try to kill Killian too?
I think you
That
might
one
have.
friend that we have in a different
Kill,
place?
just a light little fire.
Like a little fire.
Dobby would
Yeah,
never
love
kill,
roast.
only maim or seriously injure.
Yes.
Well, if it's all right, then
So-
we can have him come with us and just get back with the gang.
yes, we'll secure lodgings here in town, and you said you have a. I assume the wagon that we saw you with is out with the other merchants.
Yes.
Yes.
We will come find you, or one of us will come and find you.
Awesome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And they gather up their
May
horses.
I go with the group?
Of course.
Okay.
And they gather up the horses and start off down the street towards the direction of a one of the many inns in town.
Well, lots happened in 2 weeks. Let's go catch up.
Has a lot happened in 2 weeks?
Sort of, yes. I mean, we have 2 new people.
A lot of exposition in 2 weeks.
Right.
We've done a lot of side quests.
Yes.
He has art.
Take me to the shaggin'.
We have started
He's
a
artistically
lot of side
inclined.
quests.
This is Skyrim.
Oh.
We
Also,
just
I'm
have to
wearing
pick
a
one
different
quest that we
hat.
never ever do, which is either the Stormcloaks
I'm
or
not
the.
wearing my hat.
No.
Nope.
But,
Is it because you're undercover?
It's a very nice pirate hat.
it is
Because
a
a
very
really
nice
sexy pirate
hat.
gave it to her.
Yeah.
You can ask me about it later. This is Natalie saying this
but
is
yeah.
probably something you
This is not
Yeah.
the same hat that you left her in.
We'll talk at the shaggin'.
Returning back to the
It's
cat
okay.
to the
Okay.
It's
shaggin.
okay, I'm not gonna kill you.
So the rest. So after the reunion, you all make your way back to the shaggin.
Now the important question, Killian, did you go nap?
Yes
Oh.
Really?
and no.
Mhm.
That's
So
not
when
right.
you guys come back, Killian, there is a large, like multiple sheafs of parchment that have been like taped or glued or somehow together that is like stretched out on the floor, and Killian is currently lying on the floor with a ruler, measuring some dimensions on the floor, and he's got like a protractor out, and then he's scribbling stuff on there, and then going back. and-
He's doing a 1-to-1
Yeah.
blueprint.
So,
Thank
Castian,
you, Griff.
Thank you, Griffey.
this, like, treatment did good things for you.
Speak for the people listening to.
Oh,
Use a stage whisper.
Stage
Yeah,
whisper.
stage whisper.
so Castian, that treatment did wonders for your mental issues, right?
Well, my need to burn things down has gone down quite a bit. So I would call that a success. Is Killian around?
Hey, Connor.
No response. Killian is laying on the floor like
I'm gonna take like a little pebble.
he's gonna slowly roll over so that he can see you guys. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Great.
Just sleep it all?
A little bit. I'm gonna have to ask a favor.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna need you to not come into the shaggin' right now.
Wait, what?
Yep.
We can.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you make?
I haven't made anything yet.
What did you not make?
I did not finish my plan.
That was Castian, by the by.
I did. Killian got like an hour of
Yeah,
sleep
got
and then got back up.
Got it.
But I realized if I just take a day to like recreate the plans with what I've got here, it shouldn't be too hard. So, just go into town, do whatever it. And as he's saying this, he's like rolling back over and grabbing the ruler and.
Okay, hold on. Important things.
What?
Think about one of the voices that you just heard. Look that way.
It's just Castian.
And lo, the sun shone bright upon this day.
Well, hello, sir. How are you doing?
How many people did you kill between here and wherever you've been?
He came with caretakers. They said that he's doing real well.
I did not burn anything down or kill anyone.
No.
Yet. But, no, I'm doing better. I believe you have some things of mine that I would like to get back.
Yeah, and I know. They're one and the same.
Wait, doesn't it take you a month to get to the facility that was potentially going...
Long story short, I'm on probation, okay?
Weren't you on probation before when you ran away and told us you were fine?
So this time he actually had people from the place with him.
That was me checking myself out.
They don't feel safe taking him back to Costas right now because of the civil unrest.
He doesn't know about the civil unrest.
Oh.
By the way.
Connor, can you give us like...
I'm not going to be able to convince you all to stay out of the shaggin' today, am I?
I mean, give me 4 gold.
That's all it takes?
You can give me 8.
I have some things that could be important, but
Can you
technically
at least-
they could wait until tonight.
We won't even step
We'll
into the
just-
shaggin'. Can
you
you,
know
at
what?
least
We'll
just sit on the chair out here?
Yeah, you can sit on the ground. I really
He
want
wants
to
to
finish
focus.
this.
Right,
I
well...
can wait
can I get
to
my
save
things
my
back?
stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Is it safe to go get it?
Yeah, sure, go.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff.
Well,
Where do you go to get that
Yeah,
stuff?
where do you go to get your stuff?
Last I saw was in the bag of holding, so I'm gonna start looking for the bag.
Oh dear.
Killian, where's the bag?
You're going to have to be more specific, sir.
Where's the bag that holding my stuff?
The bag.
Is... Oh. Argon, where's the bag that holds his stuff?
Yeah, Keith, where'd I put my bag?
Someplace safe!
It's safe. And he's going to roll back over and go back.
In the
I don't
safe.
know this.
In the safe.
Yeah, really testing my mental patience.
Mental patience.
We'll find it. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna go
How
here.
about, why don't we go get some lunch?
That sounds great.
Okay.
So, Tommy, I don't know if you would be open to this. That's a weird way to start it. I'm
It
sorry.
is. It really is.
I don't know if you're open to this, but like,
It's been a while.
There's been a lot of brothels
I think.
influencing.
I can't remember.
You're a lonely guy. I'm lonely.
We can solve each other's
Folks that
problems.
Came with Castian, who, by the way, Tommy, Castian, Tommy,
Dean.
Hello?
Dean.
No, wait, he's just Tommy. Cause
No, I think
wait, did we give you a
Bean.
full name?
Bean, yeah.
Bean.
It's Bean.
Bean.
I'm Bean.
So
Dean and Bean, that's gonna be a problem.
Dean. I
But
want
also
every
Tommy,
opportunity to say
yeah.
that now. So now he's a more extreme case here, but he had to have some. He came back with people that have mental health expertise that say that they know some things about amnesia.
Okay.
So if you are interested,
I'm very interested.
we could talk to them.
Yes, absolutely.
And just in case they're shady,
What?
I will make sure. Not you. Why are you looking guilty?
Do we think they're shady? Why did we send him off if we think they're shady?
Is he
I
gonna kill them?
didn't, but now he came back, and the way he so casually said, "I'm not gonna kill you" a minute ago, I'm kind of thinking that anybody that would bring him back could be a little off. But if it's because of the civil unrest, which we have heard about already, like, it's fair. It's fair. So I'm considering all options.
Alright.
It just,
So bad they didn't want me.
it alarmed me a little to hear him say, "I'm not gonna kill you," so casually when he pointed out the hat thing. So,
It was a special hat.
it's fair. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying anything
I
bad.
only say that because you're so quick to assume I'm gonna try and kill people.
I didn't assume anything. You just threw that out there.
I felt really special being included in this group, but now I just feel like maybe you guys have really bad decision-making choices.
I mean,
You're maybe not wrong.
Wait.
Dells, I would like to point out,
Mm-hmm.
your decisions are not always the best either.
I am making us money.
and spending it.
No, not gonna say that. Say that. I'm just saying you fit really well into our group. Now, I don't know if you need to be insulted or flattered by that.
Me neither.
I'm not worried about her
All of
killing
this
it.
I just wanted to let you know that they were there and they have experience with amnesia. And if you would like, I will happily go with you.
Yes, thank
so
you. I
that, you know,
appreciate
you
it. I don't-
have somebody there that you kind of know.
I mean, I trust you.
I don't
Thanks.
know why I
After
don't
2
magic
days.
manipulation.
As much as I can trust somebody
Yeah.
after 2 days.
I mean, you haven't killed me, so that's good, right?
Yeah, even in that weird,
Yeah, that was Milo.
freaking crazy, yeah, even in that
Hey,
weird,
Steph.
freaking crazy dream.
It's when magic users get old and their powers are not under control.
Oh, magic menopause.
Yeah, that's why. Just let Nate look at my notes.
It's pictures. It's
He'll
just
laugh a
pictures.
lot.
There's lots of boobies.
So yeah,
And a really defined butt.
Sorry.
I am keeping an eye on this guy because
it's fine.
there was a guy like this in the village.
Oh boy.
Let's just
What's
say.
Let's just say what?
It was just, a couple, like, bibbity bobs short of, like, a full fishing kit.
What's a bibbity bob?
It's a fishing tournament.
Where does it go in a fishing kit?
It's a fish. If you're not a fisherman, you're never gonna get it.
Every time
Someone-
you mention your village, everyone believes you less.
Bibbity bobs.
At the start, she's like,
Roger
fishing
that.
village, and we're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
As this
No,
has
it was a
gone-
fishing village. Known for its clothes.
And it's fine dining. But it's not in the Empire, guys. Magic is okay there.
You haven't heard of it.
You wouldn't know it.
We have drinking games there that nobody's ever heard of before.
That reminds me of
Except for that
Charter.
one guy.
No, there was that one guy.
Imaginary Russia.
Oh dear.
So bad, I'm like,
What's a bibbity bob?
Kill it.
I'll give you another bow.
Connor, do you at least have enough time for me to give you like 5 bulletin points?
Do you have to do this now?
I mean, Mal also has no idea what you guys have been doing for the last 2.5 days.
Well, it's because you're babysitting.
Doing it?
But if you're gonna do
Why
like
you never come
guess.
home?
a flash catch up,
You never come home anymore.
You don't call, you don't write.
You don't call, you don't
The
write.
kids don't even know you anymore.
You have your own kid now.
Got this whole other family.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
What's it
Another
gonna
job.
So Killian would be like, fine, you can give me 5 bullet points, but first, hold the end of this.
What am I holding?
It's just a piece of rope.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna stretch it out across it and like, alright, so mark there, and like, okay, hold tighter.
Okay.
Hold on. Right, no,
What would Killian do if
Anyway.
Bill was like,
Wait, he doesn't notice.
That's probably a good thing.
He's in his
Yeah.
hyper focus mode. Just let it happen.
And so while he's marking, he's like, alright, go! You got 5 bullet points, let's do this.
You-
we're all just like
Sorry.
clouding and looking in the room?
Well, we should probably wait till let Mal know as well. So, be later tonight.
Fine, yeah. Out.
Okay, yeah. Let's give him space to do his thing.
Okay.
We'll be back tonight.
Killian, is that a no on the 4 gold?
he's gonna like open a drawer and like move some stuff around, and he's gonna throw 4 gold at you. And be like, go away now.
So
How much do
I came out from the junk drawer. Does he just have gold in the drunk drawer?
Yep. It's Killian.
Apparently.
Zip ties and old
Wait, hold up. 4 gold. We cannot go back to the Gilded Lily today. We've got things to do.
Like what?
Del says things to do.
Things.
Are you okay?
We've got to go talk to.
Why are you bright red right now?
It's just her natural
Do
state.
you want to finish the book?
My face always looks like this.
You have advantage.
Oh yeah, you have advantage to look innocent.
Uh-huh.
What is Mel's name? What is Mel's name?
Oh, it's,
Derek. We gotta go talk to
Derek
Derek,
is not. Oh,
No.
and see his. Get rid of the kid.
Okay.
like.
All right.
I don't want to see that kid.
No, I said get rid of the kid.
Oh yeah.
Wait, when you say get rid of,
No, I
Well,
just
not-
mean get rid of the babysitting
Okay,
duty.
okay,
not
gotcha.
like
Okay.
we're not gonna offer
making
kid.
sure. You know what? We've had our conversation about the.
Riesla!
I just wanted to
How
make sure.
dare you think any of us would even consider killing a child?
Really? I mean,
Me?
no. No.
I am appalled upon her behalf.
I mean, I didn't. No.
He is offended for you.
Shit. there's a lot that's happening just this second, and my brain is struggling to keep up. It'll. Oh. I'm
Sorry, that was a bit much. I'm
this
working
is
on my
this is her deflecting. By the by.
You're messing with me.
Well, Eleanor,
For the
shall
last
we?
bit, yes, I am offended.
Well, Eleanor, shall the two of us murderers go off to see Mal while Riesla decides on what she's going to do for the day?
Wow.
They don't even have buses, and you just got thrown under one.
I'm taking one of your bullet points because I feel like I have something that maybe people need to hear. Just so you know, as I say to your back.
To shoot you.
So maybe let's go find Mal and see if he can get out of this stupid job that he's put himself in.
Yeah.
What job is he in?
He assigned himself to work for this jeweler lady so that we could buy an item she has, but now we're making money a different way, several different ways now. So I don't think it's necessary anymore, and the shop lady had a delinquent son who was getting frisky in a graveyard, and
All true.
Steven,
You know, the more, like, as you were explaining this, I was like, you know, the line between if we're talking about your husband or his character is getting real blurry.
and Derek decided to mentor
That was what I
this
was
kid.
Here you go.
It's a whole thing.
Jeez, I thought I had issues.
It's been a fun couple of days.
I was trying to stop people from stealing this woman's livelihood.
It's not her livelihood when she's not going to sell it.
Neither of us are there.
Anyway, I
can
don't
turn
feel
into
like
animals.
this fake job at the shop is necessary anymore. So
Okay.
we should just get him out of it.
I would like to go. I'd like to see Mal again. And
Yeah, and help him get out of this stupid job.
I mean,
Yeah, let's go see Derek.
Riesler, Dells, do you disagree?
No.
Tommy, anybody have an issue with this?
Indigo.
wait, is it Dell or Indigo?
Damn it.
We're saying Indigo,
My
Indigo.
name is Dells.
but we're calling her Indigo.
It's
Okay.
called Alance. Hello.
Indigo is her dean.
Okay.
Bean and Bean and freaking.
Yeah, the dean.
He's actually Deanne, in case anybody
Deanne.
Oh, he's Dean
actually
now.
It has been
remembers.
officially changed now.
I think we should just call him
Cabbage has spoken.
I kind of want to stop by the
the brothel.
place with the cheese to see his window.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
Oh, we
yeah.
haven't seen the window.
That, however, I want to steal.
What?
Okay, so
What happened was.
so there's this
You're
place
showing.
in town called the Melting Muse, and they have 3 giant vats of cheese. And if you swim through all 3 vats of cheese, you get a stained glass window of yourself. Yet don't get too excited. Both Indigo and Derek almost died. Like literally had to be revived.
In your head, you will see a montage of drowning in cheese, crayon drawing of a
What kind of
dwarf.
cheese is it?
There was cheddar. There was beer cheese and mozzarella.
Ooh, I like beer cheese.
Yeah. So they almost died. Literally almost died.
I can feel his brain cranking the words "worth it."
You should raise Cabbage. She didn't get to go.
It is at this point that I will remind you that you are playing Castian and not Nate.
So
Would be a shame to ruin my outfit.
It would.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
we haven't seen the stained glass window yet because we really didn't think we were going to be staying.
We can go by and see if it's done.
Well, I guess we should get Mal. Mal
Yeah,
has
let's
to
get
see
Mal
it.
That's
first.
true.
Let's go get Mal.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Derek. Let's get
You guys are terrible
Gracious
at this.
Derek.
I'm Natalie, and I can't use people's fake names to save their lives.
That's why you make a card.
I have been doing better than some people sometimes.
In my head, it's just that Cabbage can't. Do
Oh yeah,
it.
no, this is like.
All right, we head over
All right.
to the.
So who all's going?
Oh, I am.
So Castian, Cabbage.
I'll go, but it's gonna be kind of crowded, so I'll stay sort of
It is a
outside.
small shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is there
imagine not all of us
anything
will go in.
next door that's interesting?
Oh,
That is a dangerous question.
that is a very dangerous question.
Let me
Dangerous
derail our day again.
I know what that is from.
They're real tasty.
A binky?
Pick or something in your mouth and like just like running it across your teeth. It's like, what is that? It's making wet mouth noises.
Is there a lock
Orange
picking
cranberry. They're yummy.
cellar?
No.
Moist.
What a waste.
Thank goodness.
Didn't even.
Thank goodness. Don't look. Don't look. Don't listen. It was nothing. It wasn't. It's nothing you want to hear. It wasn't Steven.
Yes, Steven.
Just tune it all out. Tune it all out.
It's
As
fair
your
to
friend, just
blame
tune it
me,
all out.
but it was not me.
You don't want. It was nothing bad towards you. But if
I
you
just said his
ignore,
muffins are good.
They're dank muffins.
Mama.
He didn't say that.
Jank muffins.
Okay,
We
but,
all
like,
love you most of all.
Ow!
Betrayal!
I like felt the knife go through me.
If looks could kill you, and I would be halfway to hell already.
I know, right?
At least your
If
couch
we keep this up, I'm gonna have to invent a bus.
So
Shaggin is technically a
I'm
bus.
sleeping alone in the bedroom tonight, and you can test the couch's sleeping ability. Is that
Wait,
what
but you guys have like a whole guest room.
Yeah, but he has people staying in it, so unless I want to do the laundry tomorrow,
Who's staying in your guest room?
his aunt and uncle
My aunt and
tomorrow.
uncle are passing through tomorrow night, so.
Okay.
So did you like
That's
do
tomorrow
something?
night. I think we're
Anyway,
All right.
yes,
So
we
back
have
to
to
the
hurry.
back to things.
What is next door?
So, so y'all get back to the jeweler's shop, and Simi does not want to go in because it's tight quarters, small shop. There is right across the street. Looks like a pawn shop.
Oh, I want a game.
Okay.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's in the pawn shop?
Yeah.
Knickknacks.
How do you want?
Pawns. Just a whole shop of pawns.
We can come back to that if you want.
They don't.
This is a limited edition.
There's not. I mean, it's
They
not
do
a
your
lot.
thing. It's fine.
It's mostly just knickknacks and dusty relics and stuff like that. The guy behind the
Sorry.
It's not me.
I was just
never me.
rolling my dice, and someone.
Vigorously.
I'm
sorry.
It's been a confluence of things, and you're the catalyst.
I can't go to the brothel.
Carry on. I'm sorry.
The guy behind the counter does seem to be,
You don't have to go to a brothel to do what he's doing.
pretty lazy and kind of shifty. You don't know that you'd trust him with the pouch on your belt. So you kind of hold tight to things while you're in the shop. Meanwhile, across the street, the little bell on the door rings, and Mal, you look up, and here comes Cabbage, here comes Milo, here comes Castian.
So a couple of things that probably have happened this morning as well is Mal also explained that he can't take Ken again because apparently his friends can't be like polite society.
Okay.
So,
Excuse you.
but this happened before you came in, Natalie. And he's sort of tried to negotiate the sale of the recipe that he gave to Ken for the blue sandstone,
Okay.
because it is kind of a unique pseudo gemstone. Yeah.
Okay.
So, welcome to the shop.
Hey.
Are you here to purchase something? I can get the proprietress.
Hey, Derek, remember our friend Bean?
Yeah, Bean was the one with the memory problems.
Wow. I need to. I hope that camera is great red. You see her eyes pop out of her head. It's like, this is Bean. Wait. Shit.
I meant Dean!
You mean Deanne?
Deanne,
Yep.
Yes, I do. It's good to see you again.
good to see you again too. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
All of 2 weeks.
So, can you take your lunch break?
Give me a minute.
Clock out.
So Mal's gonna step back into the back room and be like, I'll be back in a little bit. I need to step out and get some lunch. I just had an old friend show up unexpectedly in town.
No. Is it okay? It's not troubled, is it?
No, at least not that kind of trouble. More like he's supposed to be somewhere else doing something else, and I'm concerned for his safety. Not that he is a problem himself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Take all the time you need.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll be back. Mel's gonna step back out and be like, Ken, good work. You should go talk to your mom. Let's go get a drink.
How about the Melted Muse?
Yeah.
We haven't seen your picture yet.
Yeah. I want to see if I can convince them to let me have it.
Is okay.
Excuse you?
Mental notes on how big the thing is. Okay, let's go.
Pull out the side of the shaggin.
Are you gonna grab us first, or
Yeah.
okay? So
Okay.
go with.
Is there anything fun in there?
Not really.
He's just kind of creepy.
The beaded section.
Is there a tentacle rod?
Roll for
Isn't
No,
that your
there's
isn't that your
not.
back?
you.
You are the tentacle rod.
Oh dear.
I guess I just look to see if there's any like pens, like cool pens or anything like that.
I mean, there's a few. There's a couple that look like they're. There's a couple that are actually pretty nicely gilded, but it looks like he's got them in a section that's like not for sale.
Yeah, awaiting their owner.
They're awaiting their actual owners to come back for them. Most of the pins that are in the available section are nothing really special to look at.
He's a gaylet.
So as you as you gather everybody up together, you head down the street to the Melted Muse. I don't know what's happening.
I don't either.
A thing in the chat.
Chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a new proposed quote.
Ah,
I gotcha.
Okay.
Wait, that was me? What?
Yes. Mental
You
notes
were
on how
talking
big
about
the
the
thing
stained
is.
glass
Yep.
window.
No.
No, I was
context
the ruby in the case. And he was like,
Oh,
Still, no
okay.
context needed.
Yeah, D&D without context.
D&D without context.
So you guys
Oh,
make your way down the street and find yourselves at the Melted Muse. You step inside.
the smell
Marjorie-
of trees.
The smell of cheese wafts over you. I need
Roll for PTSD.
I need Dells and Mal to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Y'all thought I was joking.
Roll for PTSD.
Roll for trauma.
Ooh.
Do you have inspiration?
I'm gonna get it here. It's a natural one.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
12.
12. You're all right. I mean, you definitely the smell.
You
of
at least
cheese,
finished.
The smell of cheese definitely has a detrimental effect on your mental well-being. Dells, you walk in, the smell hits you, and you just kind of freeze, and your expression blanks, and your brain goes back to all you can feel around you is this hot, melty cheese. All you can smell is the cheese. All you can see is the cheese. All you can taste is the
Cheese?
melted cheese.
Oh.
And you are stunned.
Indigo.
That's all she said.
Crap.
Yeah, this cheese. What about it?
Well, remember how I said she almost died?
Oh, that little thing. Yes.
Yeah, that little thing.
Lucky I'm not fully.
Congratulations, you now have a phobia of cheese.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
So, Indigo,
Do I respond? I'm just locked in my.
You're still locked in it for a little bit.
Okay. I can't use this because it's the color of cheese.
Mal will just like grab her shoulders and walk her back out.
Well, okay, we have to find somewhere else to take a drink.
Okay. So as you step out and the air clears around you, you come back to yourself.
Do I know like just what happened?
No. So the last thing you remember is you were standing, you were walking into the Melted Muse. You are now walking out of the Melted Muse, and everything in between was a blank.
Can I at least see his paint picture? Glass?
Well, I mean, did you walk out with him or no? Then yeah, you can see it.
Oh, lovely.
I took shots.
Just have a picture.
So
what do I see?
So we're not staying?
So this is for Brayden because he stayed long enough to actually see the window. It is 5 feet wide.
Dear goodness.
15 feet tall.
Oh, it's big.
We're not taking this.
And it is very clearly
He's gonna screech.
Mal at the very end of the cheese trough, his arm dripping cheese reaching out, and you can see, I mean, you're not real sure how they did it, but the artist captured that moment of his soul leaving his body as he's reaching to climb out.
So,
You got Doctor Strange.
a little aside here. Stephen and I realized the other day, as we were washing dishes, how awful it would have been to try to get the cheese out of the beard. We have like one of those scrubber brushes things.
That's why he had to trim it.
I know, but like we were washing dishes and Stephen's like, this is why Mal had to cut his beard off.
The smell is bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's what you see.
Pretty sure we get that.
Like, whew. All right, let's. Why are we staying outside? Let's go inside
No.
and get some food.
No, we're gonna go somewhere
We're
else.
gonna try another place.
Dear Reddish, this is probably
Oh yeah, that's me.
How
what?
many names do you have?
Call it Indigo now.
Oh,
I'll come
Oh,
out.
You've been gone for
It's
like 2
changed
days.
so many times.
Oh, you have another name.
Indigo.
sorry, Indigo. Let's go somewhere else because I think that this place probably isn't a good place for you to go back to.
Trauma.
Trauma.
Just trauma.
Who's the mental health expert now?
I guess we'll just go to a general cafe.
Sure.
This your stained glass didn't look like it. You don't want to see it?
I mean, yeah.
Where's the nearest tavern?
So it's right in front of you. It's called the Melted Muse.
All right, Google Maps.
Yeah, you guys are able to find another alternative destination that you can.
Actually, can we go back to the inn?
Which
The
one?
one that we sold
One is the
the.
ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's head back there.
Do they have like a private room?
They have several. It's an inn.
Well,
That's
no,
it.
I'm
Private dining room.
not like that.
Dang it, Lance.
Wow, she really took that book to heart.
I
Pay a little
meant
extra, you get some
Took
company.
that bus right to the
a
face.
private dining room.
You guys didn't ask about it, so you're not real sure if they do or not.
Okay, well,
It's worth a try. Though.
sure.
The inn itself was on the nicer side, so it's reasonable to assume there might be 1 or 2 private dining rooms.
Mal's just hoping that he can share with the bartenders some more of his stuff to see if he can convince them, since they're going to be here longer, to buy another cask or
That's right.
two.
You can go there.
Okay.
Yes, you're walking still.
Yep.
I'll go in and ask if there's private rooms that we can.
It's in the inn.
This is
Some
There are
private
many.
dining
Group
rooms.
comes in.
that we could use.
So there is a private dining room. There is a small surcharge on top of the actual food
How much?
of 5 silver.
I'll do it.
That's
Yeah, it's not
bad at all.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, it's
expecting so much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
it's it gets enough. It gets enough use that's all it has to be. So. So for 5 silver on top of food and drink, you guys can
How much
can
would food and drink be for everyone?
whatever normal would be.
It's gonna come out to be about 2
For
silver.
everyone?
A place this nice is probably about 2 silver a person for a meal.
Yeah.
Is that who's? So raise your hand if you're here.
I
I
guess
think
we
everybody
all
is.
are
So
except for
what is the math minus Lance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. So 14 silver. I'll pay it.
Okay.
I bet I can get
Thank
us a
you.
discount.
Yeah.
Let me talk to
I'm
you.
sure
This
you
is a
could.
nice-
It's not that kind of bar.
Non-slutty establishment.
Do you say that out loud?
No, I said it in my mind.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So
That
so
is
you guys are
smart.
shown back to the private dining room. It is nice. It's not fancy, but it's nice and it's private. There is a doorway that does lead to the kitchen area, so the sound of dishes clattering, the smells of food waft in through the door. You do have a serving lady comes in, sets drinks down, puts food, takes orders, puts food down, and then basically shows herself out, closes the door, and gives you the privacy that you paid for.
Before she goes, Mal will ask if she can send in a bartender when they have a moment.
Certainly, sir.
A bartender?
Yeah.
Do you want a special drink or something?
No, I want to sell more of my own special drinks.
That's fair.
That tracks.
Because it seems like we're gonna be
Maybe.
here
I
for.
kind of forgot.
Do you have anything new?
Let's see, new in the last 2 weeks?
No,
No.
he's been working as a shop boy.
Shop boy. Shop boy. Bit of shop boy.
The adults are talking.
Should I?
When are we gonna
should
play
I
characters
hit him
that
with
like you? Why does this always happen?
You started it.
I apologized.
Yep.
You know, all the same. I've missed your drinks. May I have one?
Of course.
Thank you.
Mel will reach in and he pulls the little canister off his back and he'll...
Oh, off his back.
Yeah, he carries it at his belt. And he'll just pour a little bit.
Yeah. So talking with the gentleman last night from the council, it can be anywhere between 3 to 2 weeks, depending on how many more blacksmith they can get.
Okay.
So you should quit your job.
To do what?
Anything else.
So
I
that I
mean-
can
I
go...
mean, you could help with assembly.
Also,
construction.
Do you know
Also,
how much
to
of
be
a pain
fair-
it is to keep you updated on things when you're not with us?
That is true.
You
Also-
guys keep doing things.
Also,
Are we
to be
expected
fair,
not
if we
to?
do get those blueprints done, we can probably get enough to buy the gem.
Okay.
Over, so.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Because
Well,
we're gonna get
To be
Baby.
fair...
5 figures off of the blueprints. So
Fair enough.
yeah, 11,200 gold pieces.
I also did sell the recipe for the blue sandstone, so hopefully that'll help.
If anything, it would be nicer to have you a little bit closer. Around.
Well, the other thing we need to discuss is what are we doing about the whole ghost situation? Are we handling that this week?
I mean, we have extra time,
What
so I
side
guess we
quests
should
are we or
try.
are we not doing?
Yeah, because if we're gonna do that, we need to do it.
Right, we have more time to do that
Yeah.
now
I mean,
because we're going
sort
to be
of.
here for longer. Not all of us are blacksmiths.
Well,
Not
no,
all
none
of
of
us
us
That's
except
true.
Killian, right?
yeah.
Right, but some of us could like help with things. Probably,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Like, I
How hard
imagine
is
that
it to
there are
hit
some
things with a
assembly
hammer?
things that we can help with.
Oh.
And we don't
How
even
is
know
what
what
we
you're
help with?
good at yet, because, I mean, other than fighting
Fighting.
things.
Yeah.
So he could probably be useful in if nothing else,
Heavy
I'm
lifting.
sure the heavy lifting involved.
Yeah, like we could do manual labor, but
if it gets us out of here faster, you know. But
don't
also,
know how much 2 people is gonna make a difference for
I mean-
manual labor.
more than you being in the shop
Ish.
with the child.
That's true.
Is this about my
needs-
job or my child?
So when did you get a kid?
He's not my kid.
I'm saying 2 weeks. It
Which is
was
also
But
so-
as most of Steven's characters, I have to adopt a child.
or
No.
52.
I was saying 2 weeks seems a little fast.
Actually, that was mostly to garner favor with the shop owner to get a
Yeah.
discount on that gem.
Yeah, this is the one that was getting frisky in a graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dumb kid. But he is just a kid. So mistakes are gonna happen. As long as it isn't mistakes that lead to, like, zombie babies.
I don't.
Was he?
I'm not
Ew.
sure you understand how either the
Ew.
reproductive system or magic works.
Graveyard.
I don't know how magic works, believe it or not, because up until recently I didn't do any.
You use Adam's magic.
No, it's not. Whatever Killian may say, it's not. Anyway,
We can talk about magic now.
just in this closed room, yeah, sure.
Actually, we should probably still call it artistry.
Okay.
Artistry.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, I should introduce you to Max. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
do sort of have a kid that came up in the last 2 weeks.
can, maybe not now, because I don't know how he's
Out
gonna
of
get
the floorboard.
out of the out of the floorboards, like out of the floorboards, like in Tremors.
Yeah, he's a tiny tremor.
Right. I forgot to do that.
And there's a baby bullet on the table.
What is this?
That is Max.
You fought a big one of those.
You see there's like a gold coin just sort of tucked in back there.
Right. Yep. Don't remind me.
Hello, Max.
Hi, Max. Okay, so what else did we have to
That's
discuss?
your kid?
Should I
One of them.
wait for when Killian is around so I don't have to do this twice?
I don't
or-
know if
Oh,
I don't
my
know
gosh.
about. Killian is.
He seemed occupied.
He's continually occupied. He's trying to work on the blueprints.
Okay, if we want to do that tonight, that's fine. I am going to try to sell some alcohol while we're here. That being said, do any of you want a drink before I pass some off to a bartender?
Sure.
Right.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Right.
Something's not right there.
You asked.
I will give you some. So Mal will
get
pull
a
out.
thimble.
He has like 2 shot glasses that he keeps with him, and he'll slide one across to you.
Where are you pulling everything from?
I already
All
told
in
him.
his same bag.
Prison pocket.
No.
Oh, shock.
Yeah, no, he's had these the whole time.
This is why
He's
he's
pulled
so
these out several
high-strung.
times.
So, a few more things
Sorry.
about the job for. It's a prison they're making. I don't know if we had told you.
No, I think I caught. No, maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Great, a prison.
So, 2 to 3 weeks. They think 3 weeks with their current blacksmith they have. Maybe 2 weeks if they can get more. Us helping would greatly increase that. We would get 20% more work rate, 20% monetary value above the work rate, and then discounts on any materials that come in.
Okay.
So, any materials.
Yeah.
What?
No, there's
So we're
just
doing a
more
bake
things
job?
that we also need to talk to you
So-
about.
Wait, are we
So far,
actually
music
working
from
legitimately
Killian
for a bank,
Steel.
or are we doing a
We
bank
tried.
job to?
So, you know,
Clean 'em out.
did you see the giant construction thing they were making when you came into town?
You would have.
Okay.
It's
Hard
fairly
yes.
prominent.
They're building a prison.
Okay.
And so we were approached by a gentleman by the name of Miles who would like to hire Killian specifically to blacksmith iron all the iron work for the prison.
Hey, Tommy,
Oh, it's a prison.
Hello.
we should see if you know how to blacksmith things.
Wouldn't I know that I know how to blacksmith things?
Not
don't know, would
necessarily. Maybe it's like swimming, where you just have it in your brain.
Yeah, because if you don't have memories of it, you might
It's
not
like riding a bike.
know
Or
that you can
walking.
do it until you try.
It's
and
called
then
muscle memory.
Muscle memory
Get
happens.
muscle memory.
I mean, now I am no expert on blacksmithing, but
But you
with a
got
little bit
know
of
something.
metallurgy, I do know there's a lot of stuff that is not just physical, like muscle memory, like
Metal.
yeah, like how the metals themselves are made.
Yeah.
So
But maybe you know. And you just don't know, you know.
So, do you know anything about?
Iron.
Yeah, like when I say iron, does anything come up for you?
That's for me.
Like,
No.
like percentages.
You're just gonna shotgun the names of metals at him and see if any of this triggers anything.
How about
I don't know how
Gold.
those work.
Do you know what gold is?
Bismuth. No, nothing. Okay, moving on.
Like, are there any burns on you or anything like that?
I mean,
Yes.
you've got nice arms, so maybe you were like, carrying around a hammer and going,
I mean, yes, he was doing that, but not to metal.
well, if you can do it
I mean,
to a
some of them were
person-
wearing metal.
you? Wow.
I don't.
You should probably like watch Killian in his shop for a while.
It's so boring. Also dangerous.
That's.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that is a fair point.
You never know if just like a bottle of some liquid will just fall off the
Keep my
table and then.
appendages.
I'm flashing back to the first time they came into my shop where he was testing his steam engine.
Yep.
And he was huddled in the back corner with a riot shield in front of him.
Hey, Mal, does he know about the badger?
I've heard a little bit about the badger.
It's,
You're not
it's
gonna
gone, by the
believe
way.
this.
What?
Argon got the badger.
What?
The bird killed the bat. I
The bird
don't
killed the badger.
understand.
They think.
It's dead?
It's dead.
I don't understand how a badger could be so deadly.
Clearly, you've
Spoken
never.
like someone's never been a badger.
Tommy, please never say those words around Killian. He will take it as a challenge.
But the scarier, well, the scarier part is he kept the parts. He's
No.
gonna rebuild it.
We don't know that
Bigger, better,
Stronger.
Better.
stronger.
He did it as a gift for
Solar
me for
powered.
my birthday because I remind him of a badger,
And,
and
when
it
you activated
became murderous.
it, okay. Who
I
did the
don't-
murder?
Probably several woodland
Yeah, we
critters.
technically know it never actually
True.
killed anyone.
Yes.
It just attempted.
Yes, attempted murder is more.
But we also don't
appropriate.
know what it did once
wasn't
it got
actually-
free. I don't know
Yeah.
how many people it killed at that point.
There are probably a lot of dead woodland creatures.
There's a dead moose somewhere.
Perhaps
Did it come back with blood on it?
travelers, some nomadic types. I don't know.
It was dark.
There's this moose that it just clawed its way in and killed it from the inside out.
Oh.
That's a picture.
So,
Giving me ideas.
Yeah.
As a side note, this is Braden speaking, but did basically you beat the badger using Pokemon rules with a flying creature?
Keith did. But yes.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Following Pokemon rules, flying beats ground.
So it does dawn on me, even though Killian's not here, I probably should tell you guys about this.
Okay.
Because since we're doing a lot of stuff in town, you might. I don't know, but maybe we should be keeping our eyes out for something. So Akarai kind of left me a little bit of a scavenger hunt in the library.
Fun.
It's not a sexy scavenger hunt. I mean,
is
that.
that a thing?
You didn't get to that part of the book.
Was that the end of the bestiary book? The animal husbandry book? Sexy scavenger hunt with animals.
Yes. I don't know what other people's experience in libraries are, so I won't speak to that. But apparently they were doing effectively, I suppose you could call it eugenics. Trying to produce what I think, based upon the note that I received.
Wait, who? Before we get further, who is they?
They being the imperial family, I think.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
kind of, since they
like-
were like killing off the wives of
Yeah, so the
people who
empire.
didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently Rosk has been withholding or been pushing people to withhold that there is a female heir. They were trying
Excuse me?
to
What?
they were trying to like produce one by mixing specific genetics and doing all of this study of husbandry and all of that
Is
stuff.
that why you have wings?
They mated you with a butterfly.
I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you not everyone around the table knows that he has wings.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
do now.
You do know, apparently.
Surprise!
We
They're
can.
like really little.
Let's not.
Stubby wings that come off the back of his shoulder blades, just like little chicken wings.
They're big enough.
So I don't have inspiration, but take one.
So okay, the note that was left after sending me through and kind of showing me some of the resources that were like, okay, they were studying husbandry to try and create like the genetic correct like composition that would yield a female heir, right? I found this book and it had a note in it that says Rosk has been directing the order to withhold a female heir. 15 years ago, and now this part I don't understand. The process failed. But now the princess has disappeared?
Process.
Wait,
So when he says
Mating?
withholding, maybe he didn't mean, like, maybe he was trying to keep a female heir from being born
Some wizard
based.
laws shit.
Milo, you're not secretly like a woman, right?
He's older than 15, so...
Oh, well,
I
you did have long hair when I saw you last.
do have long hair, yes.
And we all know
And
that's what
I'm-
makes people women.
and
Amongst the
Well,
dwarves,
and
that's all
I'm
we
pretty,
can
And there are no women around this table.
and I'm pretty sure I would know if I'm a female.
Sorry,
so,
no, I just trying to make all of the dots connect. Okay, keep going.
So Rosk has been. May I see the?
Yeah, so now that I'm rereading that, my brain is thinking like maybe he was trying to keep the experiments with the genetics from working, and then 15 years ago his attempt to
Subvert that
failed.
failed.
That makes more sense. I can't make it make sense clearly in another way.
I do not trust Keith here.
Do I know anything that happened 15 years ago? I mean, I was like 4. But was there any like particular thing that happened?
I mean, you've never been particularly close with your family, obviously.
Yeah.
When you were 4, you would have been with a nanny most of the time.
Right.
Most of that year, thinking back, you actually don't remember seeing your mom all that much.
Because she was getting trotted out to the
your
stud with horses.
and you do remember that.
Whoa, I don't know what that was.
Sorry.
I'm gonna want to know what that was. You do remember that Lars was a little bit distracted, and that was about the time that Davram really started like upping his game in his like picking fights, and not long after that was the big fight.
Yeah.
And not that it meant much to you at the time, but you do remember the timing on that. And then there was one specific like noble that had been around a lot that sort of fell off the map about that time.
Was
Right.
it male?
It? He, Natalie.
I wasn't going to assume their gender.
Was he male?
So
basically, from what this is saying, that they've basically been giving the Empress males that only produce males, mostly, right? But one happened
not
to
going
not
to
go
be
through
helpful.
correctly.
that's
That
an
is
inference you can make.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
This is
there
what
is
we have
a-
to work with.
So
we were talking and we were like, who could we're like, oh, Milo isn't old enough. I'm like, unless they've been lying about his age. And we're talking, and then Natalie looks at me and goes, fishing village. And that was my like, oh. it seems imaginary.
Crap, how old are you?
Del is secretly the princess.
You're all screwed.
So was the queen.
Or maybe you're secretly female. He
Hey.
doesn't remember anything until like
I
3
haven't
days
checked.
ago.
Hold on.
I was gonna say, I have some logistical questions about this then.
Half orcs can store their pee for 3 days.
He just wades waist deep into the river, deals with it, and comes back out.
I sit down every time, so I don't know. It's easy. Less
Much
splash.
neater.
But that is an interpretation.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
Well, then that means that there is a legitimate heir to the throne. Then, if there is a,
15-year-old girl?
if
I'm not
that's
15.
what Akurai's no means, that there is a 15-year-old girl who is the legitimized heir of the empire is running around somewhere.
Either running
Or
around
dead.
somewhere dead or in some basement from in some order basement
Yep.
from the appellate order.
Or maybe they're just like, I read this story one time.
Oh,
It's called The Wizard of Oz.
No, actually.
The Wizard
it's
of Zoo.
No. It's called,
sexy pirates doing
No.
sexy things.
no, it's called Resting Eris or something, but like,
Boom.
From you.
That took way too long.
so like, the princess, there's a curse,
Thank you.
right? And then she
Took me a
gets
minute.
taken away by fairies, and they raise her in like a village somewhere. She doesn't know she's the princess. Everyone just thinks she's gone or dead or something. But she's just been like running around as this like village girl. What if you have a sister running around as a village girl?
I mean, clearly he does have like a half sister who is at least something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it could be one of the
narrows down the
options.
search.
Right?
And I don't know if, I mean, I feel like we don't have enough information to do very much with this, but we should at least keep our eyes open for more stuff that attaches to it.
Yep.
Where's
Watch
this
for minor girls.
fishing
Got it.
village?
Oh.
Where's this fishing village again?
On the island of
No.
Nunya.
I'm like 30.
Says who?
Yep.
Oh, well, this conversation got weird.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought fairy tales into it.
That wasn't what made it weird, but yeah.
No.
I know, but I will admit that I am often one of the ones that derails the conversation. So,
Thanks for being honest with us, Natalie.
You're not even here.
And you're not talking cabbage.
All right. So we watched for anybody who might be a hidden heiress,
Or
but
just,
like
Every town we go to, we walk around finding every 15-year-old girl.
that's gonna get us in trouble.
yeah.
guys, maybe just like keep your ear to the ground for information. If you hear something suspicious or something that could be connected,
Like a
Instead
couple
of-
that randomly got a baby 15 years ago, brought by suspicious circumstances
Except
that may or may not be fairies.
Not 15 years ago because they.
I gather it was
recently
probably a
lost her.
recent thing.
Oh.
But I mean, it doesn't actually say it. It does say, but now the princess has disappeared.
That also might be why the Empress and her church are not in good terms.
I mean, maybe one of the reasons.
Well, I mean, the church has been, if the church has been trying to suppress this for a long time, then they had some kind of motive in trying to make sure that there wasn't somebody to take up the mantle when she dies. I'm wondering if they were maybe, and this is speculation on my part, and I fully admit that, if they were, are planning on trying to effectively use that as an excuse to overthrow it and create a theocracy out of the church.
Why
I don't love that idea either,
Why
but
wouldn't they
No.
just brainwash this girl and then they can control her?
Figurehead.
But the girl disappeared.
But what if they
have her?
kidnapped her? What if the church is the one?
If she's not dead or wandering around somewhere, I feel like that's probably the most likely thing, is that they have her and are figuring out how to groom her into a situation where she will do what they want.
Would this Empress lady want want an heir, or would she want to keep ruling
Milo?
us?
I mean, she could also just say no to all of the suitors,
Oh, yeah.
if that was the case.
That's
Well,
true.
she does keep sleeping around.
But she hasn't, as far as I'm aware, she hasn't slept with anyone since I was born.
Since 15 years ago?
Yeah.
To tell you when you're a child.
That's true.
Yep.
He had a weird
You
child.
haven't seen anyone that you can recall.
Right. And I'm sure I would have looked
Yeah, you
to
would have
make
looked.
sure that there was
Um,
not her trying again. To
yeah, you
look
haven't
for
seen any.
competition reasons.
You haven't seen anyone obvious in the last, in the last bit that you can remember. Again, as you get younger, those memories get a little hazy, and there was that one guy
Yep.
roughly 15 years ago.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that so that we can be listening in for information that might give us more of an idea of what's
Okay.
happening.
Yeah.
Now,
So piecing some stuff together, just for having it all
Right.
straight in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend's daddy is in charge of the order right now.
Yes.
Rosk.
Weird thing to say.
That was a
I
weird
did
thing
not
to
know
say.
what to say that would not get me in trouble otherwise.
Father, Dad,
What did I say?
Daddy.
Daddy. You
Oh.
said Daddy.
Literally anything other than the word daddy.
Sorry.
Daddy.
Daddy. Father, whatever, is in charge of the Apellian Order and is likely keeping the Empress, May, whatever, from knowing that she has a female daughter. That female daughter has disappeared. There's a schism between the church and the state.
As
The
opposed to
church-
a male daughter.
So the person heading the church, though, is a bad dude.
Yeah, Ross.
Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I was talking to daddy.
Daniel, you're gonna take the brunt of that.
To be fair, it is Akurai's stepdaddy.
That's fair.
Stepdaddy.
I don't know that Mal knows
Step or
that, though.
adopted.
Say
That's
that
true, he
again,
might not know
Steven.
that.
It's
Adopted.
actually
Yeah, adopted.
Not better. Not a better.
Yeah, you
No.
might not.
Yeah, I don't think Mal knows that.
All of this is
Because that was some
Milo
interpersonal
does.
politics.
Right.
That.
Oh,
Okay,
We have a Christmas present.
so
for
is
the-
he driving that schism?
Ignatius?
That is
Ignarius.
Logan.
Okay.
Ignarius
I
Vow.
can give him our button for Christmas.
But
Button.
Daddy.
Daddy.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm not changing that.
Good. So is he like driving this schism?
Rosk.
Yeah.
Probably.
There's I'm not sure if it's more that he is driving it.
He's the one directing everything.
Well, but I don't know if it's. I don't know which one got fed up with each other first, your mother or Rosk. That's
Oh,
the
that's
thing.
a
It is
coin
between
toss.
those two. But for the longest time, the church has been, at least outwardly, a really big supporter of the Empire.
Right.
So if it is the church schisming from the Empire, it
doesn't-
is.
doesn't seem like they're schisming from the Empire. It just seems that the Empress
not?
and the church or the order are schisming off from each other, and now are trying to war for the Empire. Not schisming. Not
Well,
the
okay,
order schisming
from
off from the Empire.
the order is schisming from the imperial family.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not sure which party is probably the driving force in that.
Well, it seems like Roska's been doing it longer than
I mean, if they've been hiding a child for 15 years.
I'm trying to remember though, like,
A child.
did it sound? Because this was 2 episodes ago, so it's been a minute. Did it sound like? It sounded like there was some movement within the church against her anyway, right? So like,
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
were
You have some
talking-
local people who
When we were
already
talking
upset.
to Brother Hobb.
yeah.
Yeah, so there was.
So possibly a third party.
There is definitely a division within the church that
Okay.
does not like the direction the church is going.
Currently, okay.
So they're a subsection of Rosk's
Yeah.
sort of area.
I mean, if
So the
that's
church
the
is
case,
also divided.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I mean, at least for me. So in what I was learning from Mizu and Gale, that seems like a classic play where you divide the people so that they're easier to manage, right? You pit them against each other,
Yeah.
so you have 2 parts of the order that you can then direct in different ways against the Empress.
It seems like, and I don't know whether or not the Empress, my mother, knew about the girl. That is
Right.
still undetermined. But if
they were at least trying to hide it,
right,
whether or not she actually
but
knew.
if it's the case that the Impellion Order was hiding that from the Empress, I would assume they were going to sort of
Try to take over, have a figurehead.
more over a puppet
Right.
that the Impellion Order could manipulate to do what they wanted.
I will say though, given everything that you've said about your mum, I don't know that it's a safe thing to assume that she does not know about this child.
Right.
Yeah.
Or the gender of this child.
It
since
seems
that's
like it would be
important.
hard to get that over on someone anyway. Like, unless they said that they died in birth or something and just never handed her the child. Like, how do you not know that you gave birth to a daughter?
Yeah.
Aside from Natalie, having had 2 children,
The only one in
could
the room.
absolutely happen.
I was like, it could have been like, oh, the boy led.
Or
Take
said-
this boy away from me.
Or said that it had died and
Yeah,
took
and
away,
like that's
but,
totally a possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know the circumstances.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a whole lot of things that have to just be.
But
kind of
I will
speculation.
but I will say in my entire memory after the 15 mark or when that would have happened, I don't remember my mother ever taking another suitor. At least none that I ever tried to see.
Which leads
That's
me to
kinda
believe
weird.
that she knows
Yes.
she has a female heir and she has her own reasons for not releasing that information.
Unless
That's part of the issue between the church and the Empress.
you can't.
Maybe a third party's taking this kid.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know third parties to understand what they would have to gain from that. Well, I mean, I
Two
guess
against
anybody
each
could
other.
gain,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's not impossible. I'm just not aware of specific third parties.
Why don't we talk to your little ward who seems to know how to find 14-year-old girls?
Ooh.
He's himself a 14-year-old boy.
So we know the
Which
perfect
does
height.
make 14-year-old girls.
Fair point.
No, we're not involving him in any of this.
That's
There is
promising.
there
I don't know,
is
from the
something
sound of it, we
there
have
is
to go to
something
the
else
graveyard.
to consider, which is something that I've been mulling over the last couple of minutes. But it is possible that something happened 15 years ago and that's it. The Empress can't have any more kids. That is a possibility.
That is a possibility.
Which means if that's a possibility, that means that she can't have another heir, which means there are only 4 possible heirs available, which
Wait,
are
And
Lars.
there can only be one.
Yes, well, there would be Lars,
Davum.
Davum,
Except
myself.
he's a eunuch, right?
Yes, but that won't stop him from trying to take the throne.
Oh no, sorry.
And then the mysterious girl, which means that might be what Rosk is trying to do at the current time. Because if the girl has disappeared, his ace in the hole is gone, and now he has to try and do this schism a different way.
So, unfortunately, all of this is, one, speculation, and
Yeah.
two, only tangentially related, because we're trying to take down the Empire as it stands anyway. But, who was doing the eugenics? Was the Queen aware of the eugenics project?
If I'm
Or
interpreting
Empress? Queen?
Like the withhold part is
it seems like okay. I'm trying to remember the information that came from the other book, if there was enough.
How to choose the sex of the beast.
So, well, I mean,
Because she has a vested interest in having an heir too.
yes, and I think that they prefer the female heir. So, like, I think, from my understanding, which I could be wrong, I think that it was the imperial family, or the queen specifically, who was trying to do this, and then the church was trying to get in the way.
Okay.
Because my mother is not like a dumb woman; she's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
If she was the one doing the animal husbandry sort of theory thing
On herself.
she would probably know correctly how to do it.
Hey, Mal.
So it seems like it
It's
would
a fair
be.
assumption.
So it seems more like the Impelian Order was trying to stop a female heir.
And
Gotcha.
This is how centaurs were created. Sorry.
But it's also not like they could choose who she sleeps with.
I mean, they
not necessarily.
They could put. I mean, she's like the Empress, right? So if only certain suitors are respectable enough to merit the position.
All the positions.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Anyway.
Something
I suppose this
interesting.
isn't
Yeah,
Something
it isn't
interesting.
directly.
Immediately,
relevant,
yeah, but I felt like it was worth knowing.
Certainly.
important information.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be overthrowing
Sorry.
stuff, we should.
Oh no,
know
it's actually
more-
really funny because no, we'll get there.
We should know more of the moving parts if we're gonna be trying to take this down. So.
Mal is going to write down in bullet point form what we've talked about to hand to Killian.
Or you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so
39 months at work.
good job.
Good job.
Thank you, Chipper.
I think you actually probably are our longest standing
Oh, definitely.
because even I'm not there.
Even I do.
So this ghost thing.
Oh yeah.
So our side quest.
Yeah.
I just would like my question to be answered by the DM.
What question?
Oh, no, we don't have complimentary chips, unfortunately. Oh, at the restaurant?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant the stream. Yes, they do.
We do have complimentary Halloween candy
Sitting
upstairs.
over here like, no, I do not have complimentary chips at my house.
Nate, if you want, grab the bucket from upstairs and bring it down. It's not
Dell's
chips.
over in the
It's not
corner just
chips.
like,
While you
You
guys are
gotta
all,
ask specific. Oh, my
Yes.
Okay.
while you guys are all around the table like conspiring, she's over here with the whole bowl.
That's fine.
just
Is it chip or is it the Delta? Who knows?
Is it Dells? Is it Indigo? Is it Madam? Whatever you're.
Madame Dupont.
Right.
Madame Dupont.
Yeah.
so this ghost thing. Can we just try to handle this like this week?
I
Is that an
suppose.
option?
We can, yeah. I mean,
Well, you know the general way, right? It's north of here.
yeah. But it's not terribly far off.
Don't have nuts. It's sad. I prefer nuts in my candy.
I mean, it is coconut, but
I know. It's not a net dick.
The big brown nut.
My favorite kind.
Butts and hairy.
It's hairy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Is this something we can handle in like the next week?
Everything's fine.
Like I get that Killian is probably tied up,
Yeah.
but I want it off the plate.
They brought it for me.
Yeah. I can only do so much research, honestly, so I feel like that would be something that I can look into, yeah.
Well, did Miles ever say
Just
when
dump it.
they were going to start the
No, she's trying to
blacksmithing
herself.
project?
Oh, also a viable option.
Well, we don't have a starting point for the.
Well, I mean, there was scaffolding going up. I'm sure that some of that needs to be basement level and quickly.
Yeah.
But I want this taken care of because otherwise we're going to forget and then it'll be like, oh yeah, we need to do this too in addition to the 2 weeks we're staying for this building project.
So,
Yeah.
Cindy, in your professional opinion, how far do you think it would be from here to get there?
Here.
About a day out, day back.
Okay, it's a day trip, so day out, day back, just stay overnight.
Okay.
That's doable.
So, do you think you can hurry and talk to your employer and basically, if you want, we could leave?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. No, I can leave at any point.
Well, I was just saying that we could leave in an hour, go do that, and then come back.
I mean, we definitely need to let Killian know before
Well,
we
I mean-
abandon him, but yes.
Should we leave him without like a caretaker?
I don't think he'll drink water.
It'll all be river water.
Well, I was
He's
trying
trying to get everything
thinking.
done. He's like brushing his teeth, washing his body. He's like,
Well, I was thinking of bringing him with us, but
Do you think he'll go?
well, if the shagging goes, he'll go.
that's true. I mean, we could have him work while we go.
Like jostles. Like
Erase.
Yeah. So if you want to do this quickly, now would probably be the best time to quickly go do that, because if we do hurry, we can be back before the handing out blueprint time.
I'm down for this. I can let her know. And
Yeah,
we have to negotiate a price still on the recipe that I left her son with. But aside from that, I mean, I might even. I don't know. I can't speak to that part, but I can leave. That is not a big deal.
Real quick, Castian.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Where the hell did you go? Why are you not in the capital?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. We got all the manuals and everything else.
Not even where I was going, but
You just brought me back, so.
I am out on probation.
Good enough. All right.
So anyway,
You're sap. Never mind.
this establishment here has a ghost. Her name. Somebody
Is
give me
written
her
somewhere?
name.
I was
Write it
wondering,
down, I
why
didn't.
are we messing with the ghost?
I want to say Deidre, but that's not the right name.
No.
No, that's my
I
mom.
know.
yeah.
And she's not.
Her name is blah. And she
Elise.
Elise, right. So she died tragically in this establishment right before or right after her husband left to go do a thing. And basically she's still here ghosting around because she doesn't have any closure. Somehow we communicated with her and we're gonna go try to get her closure so she can move on.
Also,
Long story short, there's an elven room we're gonna go loot, and the ghost is just a sidetrack towards that.
Well, and
Well.
we want to be nice and help people too, but if we can get stuff that will help us towards our eventual goal of, overthrowing the Empire, then that's what we're headed towards. So, first, I'm going to go talk to the bartender since he hasn't had time to make it in here yet.
Okay.
Then I will go back and talk to my erstwhile employer, and then if you guys want to go talk to Killian and get things set to go, my bag is already ready to go.
All right.
Talking to Killian
We'll leave
is a
in,
little hard.
We'll leave in
Killian
2
still has my
hours.
stuff, so.
It's just carbon.
Oh, have you looked inside the safe?
Non-diet.
He didn't tell me where it was, so.
That's, you should get it out. She has the key, don't worry.
All right then.
He's just
I
in
just
a bit of
didn't
a
know that it
manic
was in the back
state
of the
right
wall.
now.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
He's not withholding
So
his stuff.
you go sell your alcohol and go talk to your employer.
Okay.
We'll go to Killian, tell him what's going on, get some supplies if we want. We'll leave in 2 hours. We'll go do that. Come back. By that time, he should probably have. He should probably have the blueprint, at least the first blueprint done. Copy in and try and copy all of those so he can start selling those. We can come back, start working on the blacksmithing stuff, and then you can figure out if you want to do more alcohol or if you want to go back to working for the woman, but we will figure that out at the time. So for the moment, let's just go get ready to leave in 2 hours.
Actually, before you go,
Yes.
or rather, one of whoever wants to, could you pick up some vellum and a large, well, not large, but like a sizable mirror?
What?
When you say a sizable mirror, how big?
When you say vellum.
Large enough, yeah.
What's
Large
that?
enough for this thing.
Oh, it's like heavy duty paper.
I know.
It is not tree bark paper. It is like, I think it's animal hide.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's animal
it
hide.
is animal hide.
It's
Well,
the stuff that
Mal's
comes
like,
off
I
of
think it's
deer.
animal
It comes
hide.
off deer antlers.
Yeah, if you could pick up some vellum as well. Vellum and a mirror. A mirror large enough. I have an idea on how we can help Killian copy his plans.
Okay.
No.
If you just describe it, I can probably pick it up for you.
Yeah, just vellum and a mirror. If you would grab that someone would grab that on the way to go,
Okay,
go inform Killian.
I can go do that.
A mirror's 100 gold.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Can we get a fake mirror?
I mean, polished steel, maybe?
100 gold is the fake mirror.
Shit.
How badly do you need a mirror?
To
For
make
what he wants to do, you have to have it.
yeah.
What are you
Wouldn't
doing?
Killian have a piece
Is
of
this
metal?
important?
I mean, it will allow us to essentially just like copy his plans.
I only have 58. Well, I can always go sack his freaking shaggin. So
Yeah, like
Somebody has them all, Michael.
60.
I have
have
2
60.
gold left.
you
so
have 60. If you give me, well, if you want to contribute.
I have 4 gold, but
we're leaving.
But she was saving that for the Gilded Lily.
I'm aware.
Expensive.
If you want to,
40.
well, if anyone wants to chip in, I need like 42 more. So.
I have 2. Here.
You've got a lot to say.
Killian has all
I
my
hand
money.
you
I
40.
should stop at the
Okay.
Gilded Lily so I can see if any of the patrons have come with my thingy.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then she
Cabbage,
just wants to go to the brothel.
Yeah.
what's with the fancy hat? It looks really nice.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
What is that about?
So, there is essentially a pirate gang leader in Lamont Wells.
They're hot. They're
She
from the
traded
world.
me hats.
Yes, that's a euphemism.
This one's magic.
Oh, it's magic, huh?
Yeah, it's actually kind of a problematic magic, but I was a little bit
So that doesn't sound right.
distracted. When she offered me the hat, I wasn't really exactly thinking about the fact that my hat was given to me by a dear friend. I was just kind of distracted by the situation.
Definitely a euphemism.
I was in the middle of gang territory.
Euphemism.
Wow, how many were there?
Oh. Wow. We're talking about something different here.
Oh, you were saying, yeah.
No,
I already done, but I
so
just asked how many there were.
I just
She's a very charming woman.
very charming. I didn't mean to get rid of your hat. I'm sorry.
It's a beautiful hat.
It is a beautiful hat.
From a very beautiful lady.
It was it made sense.
Okay. You don't have to explain to me. It was your hat, so.
I do feel like I have to explain this.
She has a piratey crush.
Oh.
Am I wrong? Am I reading all the signals wrong here?
What
No.
signals?
It was like that red, but like 10 times more.
Yeah, that. like the exasperation, the
I don't get
full
exasperated.
face. Yeah.
You have an advantage on that lie. Huh.
I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I thought that was like.
There's nothing to hide.
Yep.
Well, it's a beautiful hat. I'd like to know what kind of magical properties it had, but
What about that one of
Uh,
the 7 who's evil or something?
Yep.
It
I don't know if we're gonna deal with that though.
there's a monster that can see
One
into my
side quest at a
dreams.
time.
It's very okay. There's a
Why
lot.
we don't?
I feel like we need to take a moment to catch up sometime.
I think on the road.
Yeah,
Because I haven't
we
heard
got
this either.
Okay, so
things to do.
we got things to do. So
They want this
you
table.
get that.
Yep.
Okay,
See you
so
soon.
you go do that, and we will take care of the rest. So
Did I actually blush?
I dropped by the
Yes.
building
Yes.
My face feels
It was
ah,
You did.
Yeah.
Method acting.
Yep. There you go.
yeah, so
Natalie's
take
sexuality
care
is
of
also
that.
pirate.
and then
We will deal with him
That's-
first
Okay,
and
no,
get
that's
him caught up
perfect,
to the
yeah.
rest of you guys.
Does this
So
look like a pirate to you?
Wait, what? Sorry.
You throw an eye patch on him, and you've pretty much got a pirate.
I could put on a peg leg too.
I'm not saying he's a good pirate, but you'd have a pirate.
Keep, I'm going by the
I
guilty
did
little bit
download
just
some
to see if I have any
videos.
connections come that way.
okay, we'll get to that in just a second.
You don't
Steven.
hold me.
So you do meet up with the bartender. It's the same one from the other day. He tells you that the brew that you left him before went pretty well.
Good.
He will buy another one of those off of you if you've got it.
More of the same, or do you want something different?
More of the same if you've got it.
Yep. I do not yet, but I will in the next few weeks.
Okay. As soon as you do, he would be more than happy to pay you for it.
Okay. The other thing that I was we are going to be in town longer than expected. Would you like to try a different one? Something a little special. That is essentially just a mulled wine.
Don't get much call for mulled wines, but be willing to try it, I suppose.
I think it'll be a big hit.
Especially
So
wintertime, serve it warm. It's real tasty.
there.
he'll reach in and pull out another one of these. He has a bag.
Sure.
He just keeps the one on his back. Anyway.
One might call it a pocket.
An inventory slot, if you were.
Ew.
Ugh. I don't want to think about slotting anything into that inventory.
Why are we all children tonight?
I don't know.
Tonight.
Just mean tonight.
Tonight?
Touche.
So this is actually essentially just an aged version of the wine that he made back in Sattertown.
Okay.
It's had longer to age,
Okay.
and so he already has it tapped.
All right. So he'll
Is this
he'll
the
take a sip
blueberry
out of it.
one?
Yeah.
Seems kind of meh about it. It's like, I mean, it's good, but I don't
There's a more
know
grind
that
guy.
it's quite what we're looking for.
And that's all right. I will set up those still for more of the same then.
All right. Right. Well,
Try it hot sometime.
when you've got it, come back and see me.
Certainly.
Have a good day.
Claudius will go and beg off.
Who?
Claudius?
Dang it! Mal will go
You see
beg
a
off
man
work.
with a horde of children.
Dang it!
Tonight we ride!
He does not need to be in this world.
Too many voices in your head there.
Yeah, there's more than that too. But anyway, Mal rather will go beg off work for a while and try to negotiate a price for the recipe that he's going to leave.
Okay.
And he's also specifically gearing that towards this stone that has nobody I assume has looked at it even really.
Yeah, it's still sitting over there where you found it.
In case of emergency.
She sort of goes back and forth with you a little bit, and offers you 15 gold for the process.
That's fair. Okay.
Okay.
And he will also.
Time to do.
He's got the rest of that cobalt. He'll offer to just leave that for more work to be done. As stuff can be sold, he'll come back shortly.
Okay.
Yeah.
She has Kin grab the barrels. He's familiar with carrying them.
Yep.
And put them sort of back in storage.
And I think that's it. He'll just say like I the friend who came into town had some business. So I'm going to be out of town for a day or two, helping him sort through his mental health, and I'll be back.
Well, good luck with that, and hope everything goes well.
Thank you. Me too.
You stopped off at the Gilded Lily
Yes.
to
I'm
see.
going with her.
Yeah, you are.
She can't say no.
No, I have the rest of that
Gonna
book.
go pull out a book from the library to borrow.
No, I just want to make sure that she has supervision.
That's
Yep.
reasonable.
So the two of you step inside.
Look, if you want to watch, you can just say so.
I think Cabbage might faint.
So the two of you step in, and you are greeted by the madam. She does greet you warmly. So the courtesan that you borrowed the book from is sort of lounging there in the front room, and she waves at you. I've got the second I've got the second book in the series if you want to borrow it.
Is it serious?
She will.
All right, and she scampers back down the hallway. The madam, meanwhile, does pull some coin out of the till and hand it over.
Ooh, is it making a difference? Are you seeing more coming and going?
They're always coming and going and going and coming.
Ew.
New household?
There was a small uptick, not much, but enough, and it's enough money for 10 referrals.
If you
So
remember what the
that's-
referrals were.
I want to say I think I decided it was 2 silver apiece, so that's
That feels about right.
Yeah.
20 silver or 2 gold,
gold.
pieces, basically.
Yeah. You might
Now
actually
She made more
run
money
yourself a
having
profitable
me pay
little
her to go
business
away.
here.
Yep.
Could be a thing.
You know, it might be good is if I have more access to your models, and I could customize.
I mean,
We'll have to negotiate that.
Negotiate.
Obviously, their time.
It's precious.
I don't know
Their
why
time
that
is
pronunciation made
money
me actually
Oh,
for
yeah,
me,
of
so
course,
we would have to discuss your fee. Your friend comes back and hands it to you. This one's better than the first one. And she goes back to her spot.
yeah.
This time they're in the
we know
crow's
what
nest.
Natalie is doing on watch.
I just
So this one has the same female character, and this time she's actually got a much more piratey dress herself, piratey costume herself. She is wearing sort of a narrow underbust corset, and it is unlaced, very much so. And her blouse is sort of very off the shoulder and very very
It's like one of
low.
those trashy, like.
Absolutely.
Once you go to the
Oh,
thrift store
yeah.
and there's like
Yes.
a massive bookshelf
Yes.
of.
As
And-
someone who has
and
worked in a thrift store and
so
see
she
massive shelves.
She is standing at the wheel of the ship, and right behind her,
Well,
with
they
his
never get to
arms around her
I
on
worked
the
in the
wheel
back,
as
so-
well, is an enormous half-orc with his chest completely bare.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Ew.
Tommy the
I look over and I'm like, oh, it's Tommy.
Yeah.
Not all half-orcs look the same. That's racist.
This is the year of whatever. In Keith's world. We're not racist in this day and age.
So she hands it to you. She giggles a little bit and goes back to her spot.
What's your name, miss?
Cherry. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's my stage name.
Fair.
Monica.
Thank you,
Still kind of
Monica.
sounds like
Still
stage
stage
name.
name.
We'll be in
Monica
town for a
Chick.
few weeks.
I was gonna say that's just because you put them together. And that's the
Take your
stage
time. Enjoy it, dear.
Ew.
Thanks, Monica.
I'm like, thank you, madam. And I was like, push Cabbage out.
Cabbage is actively like,
Like, what a nice place.
All right.
Indigo.
Yes.
Nobody needs to know about this.
I bet you wish you had done that cheese back challenge now.
Payback shots.
What a thrilling 4-year episode.
Titillating even.
Do you want me to go do the challenge?
No, not now.
Do I want
Is
you to
that-
die? Is that what you're asking?
Is that what this will take for you to be friends with me again?
Heartstrings.
I'll go do it. I'll go do it right now.
No, I don't like that place anymore.
I black out every time I walk in.
I won't tell anyone you have a dirty book.
You have a what?
As you're walking out the doors, the rest of the group is standing there.
Yeah. Well, actually, I probably would have gone in trying to get the mirror and the vellum. So.
Oh, okay. So Simi would, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm
See me standing awkwardly outside a brothel.
Again.
like I do, but like I'm gonna be talking to Tommy until everybody is ready and all of that stuff. I am gonna be trying to elicit some kind of response in memory.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, okay, so if you think of harvesting things, does that like anything?
Harvesting?
I don't know. Like you're a big burly guy.
You
I'm
had
trying
me
to.
Still nothing?
Right.
Posing for book covers. Does that ring any
like
Do
clearly
do
you
stitches
know
in an
how to
ice bath.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
You know how to fight. You've got the brawn. Like manual labor would make sense.
I like how she's convinced that there is he did something other than be muscle.
Well, I mean, I know how to fight. I feel that'd be a profession in itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, don't you guys know what he did?
No.
So you know that he's involved with...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
that
did
he
I
was...
forget something?
Yeah, you know that he worked for, like, a crime lord in
He
another world.
works for
Right.
Xanathar and was
Oh.
sent here on Xanathar's behalf.
right, but we don't
What?
know.
But we don't know
Oh, yeah,
why
Xanathar.
Xanathar sent him.
Oh, by the way.
Gotcha.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
the,
that's the
uh,
monster that can see into my
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
Oh,
so
you also know the
scratch that,
pirate
sorry.
girl that gave
I kinda forgot about that
gave her the
detail.
hat.
Yeah,
That's
so
Jen, the Acorn Queen.
So
Yep.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We've been just waiting to hear about a lizard in a bear suit.
so did you like the more you've thought about this guy that you worked for? Have you thought of any details or any?
Oh, I can see his eyes.
She's been sitting shagging.
Like,
I've been out the shagging for a while, yeah. Just me and my thoughts, and
have you recognized anybody that we passed through town? Because like that Acorn Queen chick has a lot of connections through here. So
What are your thoughts on goldfish?
I don't know anything about the fish yet.
No.
Dang it.
So if I threw dirt at you, would you have the urge to plant seeds in it?
Is that a euphemism from your book?
You don't know about
I'm also not there, but
No, and I feel like throwing it back.
That's
Pocket
fair.
sand is important.
Hmm.
But what?
Pocket sand.
You never know when you need to blind somebody real quick.
That's a good point.
Pocket sand. Do you not know this? Always keep some
secret
pocket
monk
sand.
technique.
Yes.
I need to
Yes.
go find some sand.
Is that something you knew? Is that just a me
Check
thing?
your pockets.
Do you just have pocket sand and you didn't know it?
Tight leather pants.
Like, you're
Assless
a guy.
chaps.
The world gives guys pockets.
With assless straps,
Not
you still
my-
have a pocket.
That's my armor.
Oh.
That's a quote.
Sorry, Keith.
But you're not.
Wait, what was it?
I'm sorry.
With assless chaps, you still have a pocket.
Where? Oh.
Ring-a-ding-a-ding.
That's only for my other profession.
Oh, we found another profession.
You remember something?
I remember something. Assless chops.
He had a very strange work relationship with Xanathar.
So if I put
Yes.
coal in front of you,
Getting closer.
I don't know, something about it, it just feels right.
Sorry, Keith.
Muscle memories.
Oh, dear.
I'm really good at this.
You get him a bottle of oil, a pole. He'll be right back at home.
I have to put something in his backstory now.
Yes.
Stripper by day, bouncer by night.
Sometimes both.
Milo might actually lose his mind.
Yeah, I'm just asking Tommy a whole heck of a lot of questions
Okay.
about anything that I can think of, and I'm baffled by the fact you have no pockets and no pocket sand. What kind of fighter are you?
Oh, I'm not a fighter though.
Barbarian? I mean, you still fight?
I fight, yeah, but I'm not like
That's what I meant, not like,
the class fighter.
yeah.
so
You're a fighty
to Bean, we need to get you pockets, and then both of us need pocket sand.
How do we get pockets on my pants?
On a needle and thread somewhere.
But then I gotta take my pants off.
He only has one pair.
Yeah, one pair, yeah.
That's fine. You used to
You have
it.
a belt, right?
I think so.
We're just gonna. Why are you looking at me like that?
There are a lot of directions. The
Yeah, I wasn't
statement,
sure
you have a belt,
where that
right?
was going. Yeah, we just sew a loincloth on there so you can take
Yeah.
your pants off.
I was more thinking we can just
Like,
like
how?
take pouches and you have God.
So you guys are having this conversation walking
Oh,
down
yeah,
the
it-
road,
on the
and
street,
everybody
while they
walk-
are walking.
and everybody walking by you through the conversation is like, what the hell did I just hear?
I mean, I'm in the conversation. I'm
Do I-
having that
You're
thought.
following behind. I'm like, take a flyer. Take a flyer.
Also, do I find
Actually, I haven't seen your flyers. I'll
stuff
take
he
one.
needs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
So
What,
vellum is
Oh, is it?
I look
relatively
up and down
easy
like
to
a fancy
find
dress,
and
and
not
I give you a man.
super expensive. It does come in large
Like, I'm making
sheets,
a
as you would
sentence here.
expect. It's about a
I think you got kicked off, Keith.
yeah. My VPN has been. Yeah, well, I'll
Okay.
alter that. I
But
need
it's
to
still
make myself a
recording.
note. Yeah, it's still
Okay.
recording.
Oh, okay.
and we should be reconnecting with the actual stream, but that's a note that I
Sorry.
forgot. And
Carry on.
Anyway, vellum is relatively easy to find. It's in large sheets. It is about a half a gold a sheet.
Yeah. And how many sheets did you want? Steven, how many sheets of...
He only told you one.
Then just one, so...
Okay.
But
So you picked that up.
Yep.
The mirror, however, is fairly expensive.
How much?
What'd you say?
The PHP lists them at 100.
So yeah, it's going to be.
Price.
It's actually there's a little bit of a markup. It's 110. It's 110 gold pieces.
Can I persuade it to be 100?
Because that's all he has.
Because that's all I have.
You can try.
The car salesman thing. I have cash right here, right now.
17.
That worked so well for us.
That matches.
Okay, so what does that mean, Dan?
That's all car salesman.
Yeah, that's what I told him in my email.
I paid 100 for it.
And not a lot of people will pay for it, so if I pay 100 for it, then you're flat even.
It's not good business sense. But I do need to unload it though. Fine.
There's a lot of nudity in this campaign.
Right?
Only since we included your wife in it.
I know.
There's a direct correlation to when your wife joined the stream and the amount of nudity involved.
And then I'll pay the 100 for it.
Oh wait, he just did it?
I bought it.
Oh, okay. For straight 100?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even have to include nudes.
I do not sully myself in such.
I was gonna get Indigo to do it.
So
not
will
better.
will you be wanting to take that yourself, or you want to have it delivered somewhere?
I can take it right now.
Okay. Just do be careful. It's fragile. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be seeing him drop it.
I don't want to drop it, but...
We are the Glass Breakers Guild.
Yep. Oh no.
I will take it and start carrying it. With
Okay.
as much ease as I possibly can, Keith.
Okay.
You see a group of people running through town randomly.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Lance of the Spectacular.
What?
What is your passive perception?
My passive perception here. 12.
Okay.
Mine's like 17.
I was gonna say, but Danny's here.
I'm also going to put
My
mirror...
passive's 18.
I'm going to put mirror question mark.
Okay.
Don't put
On
a
my,
question mark.
I won't put a question mark. And then what else did it... vellum, right?
Vellum.
Vellum.
Rock throw.
Okay. What happens?
All right, so you guys are making your way back to the Shaggin. You've got all of the materials that you were supposed to have. You meet up with Mal on the way back.
I got it. I got the mirror
I know where you live.
and your
I'm
vellum,
not worried
so...
about that.
So, my friend, did you happen to cover that mirror with anything?
I don't have anything.
As he's walking down the street,
It's a very sunny day.
I literally have nothing that
Brayden,
would...
you have
Okay,
vellum.
hold on.
I do have vellum.
But did you
I
cover
feel
it?
like as a group,
We
I
No,
have
wait,
a cloak.
I have a bedroll.
Breakers.
I do
I
have
don't
a
know.
bedroll.
What's your collective intelligence
Yeah.
bonus?
like
My intelligence bonus
Logan
is 2.
got it. The vellum. The cover the thing. It's okay.
Kids are like, oh look, a mirror!
No, please.
Just like half of the world is blind now because we redirected the sun.
I don't want to be the meme anymore, guys.
As he's carrying it, it's just lighting roofs on fire.
No, I have a cloak.
All of those people are
I have
ants.
bedrolls.
I have bedroll.
Actually, I have a cloak that I would have with me.
Okay.
But what you gonna think
a
to
cloak
put
of
it on?
invisibility.
But not when you put it on
I
something.
actually don't know if she carries the cloak of invisibility around with her.
I
That's
do.
fair.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is one of the things that I do keep on my person.
Sorry. The local Mosaic Makers Guild walks by. I really like the idea. Now in my brain, it's headcanon that from the original party that we started playing with, the Mosaic Guild just got wise and started following us everywhere.
They employ us
We
now.
are the glass break.
The
Inspiration.
Mosaic
Yes.
Guild sponsors us.
Yep. You get inspiration.
There's a
Logan.
feud.
So what fate befalls me, Keith?
Well, so
It sounds like they covered it.
okay, so you guys covered it.
Yes.
You make it out.
First building.
You make it out of town, out of the wall,
Oh, good.
and you, as you're sort of passing through that section right outside the wall where there's the new barracks are going up real close by, but there's also like a lot of traffic back and forth. You do feel someone sort of brush by you, and you feel a hand in your pouch. I need you to find something random from your pouch.
My,
Oh, jeez.
like my money pouch? Like my money pouch, or just...
Mhm, yeah.
Oh, I have 11 silver. That's it.
Okay.
Not anymore, you
Not
do
anymore.
not.
Okay.
What did they roll
could've been
for
worse.
their, like, is it higher than 17?
No.
I am going to catch them.
I have no money.
Thief! That's how this all started in the first place.
That is exactly how
Yeah.
this started in the first place.
Oh gosh.
Like, who is this?
It's Ken.
No, it's just some young urchin who has got his hand. He's as you're.
Put it back.
Run, child, run. Come on. She can't be that fast.
Puts it back.
Yay,
And
I have
disappears
11
into-
silver
Does
bags.
this
Just break one finger. I'll
urchin
teach
look
him.
particularly poor or just crafty?
He's stealing silver pieces.
Yeah, but some people just do that for fun.
Okay.
Hard to tell. I
Is
mean,
he scrawny?
he's pretty scrawny.
Hey, kid.
It's not me.
Yep.
It's not me.
Don't steal. Go buy something to eat.
What'd you give him?
It's a silver.
Thank you, miss. And he darts
Great, now
off.
he's gonna go buy drugs.
Yeah.
The cabbage doesn't know about drugs.
Okay, boomer.
We return back to the Shagun.
Oh.
What are you?
Oh, so actually, when you guys get back, Killian is coming out of the back room. He has changed his clothes.
Oh.
He's got like a little towel over his shoulder, and he is finishing shaving.
No.
Wow, we're looking dapper.
I finished the plans.
Good.
I took like a nap, and it feels like I slept for weeks.
So, how would you feel about putting that plan down in dark colors on vellum? What?
That is a strange request.
All right, Eminem, calm down.
Now I'm gonna have a song stuck in my head for ages.
Sorry.
I had an idea to copy it. So,
Every time someone says vellum.
basically, if you can put your vellum up so that the sun shines through it onto a mirror, it can reflect your dark lines back onto your next piece of paper, and you just copy it. It's a 1-to-1 as long as we get the distances right.
And why am I doing this instead of just redrawing my plans again?
Because then you have to redraw it, like, line by line every time. What I'm saying is you basically can then just copy it instead of having to go back and get each measurement. It's all right there. I'll set it up and show you.
No,
It will be
makes
easier.
Sense.
It will be easier than doing it from scratch every time.
Yeah,
Then you don't have to think, you're just tracing.
I was just gonna kind of make a thing where I could like turn it into a big stamp.
Are you saying that we could have not spent 100 flipping gold?
You
And
spent 100 gold?
I spent
Technically,
What?
on the mirror.
You bought a mirror?
I bought a mirror.
Why?
To make this.
Actually, admittedly, you didn't tell us what you were doing. You just said it was important and Killian would need it.
Well, this way you don't have to do all the work either.
Why did I listen?
Okay.
It's a good idea.
In the fishing village,
You just what?
we just use standing water.
Every time. Gets less and less believable. So,
What?
As a mirror, use the water. It's free.
I appreciate the thought. Derek, thank you for bringing a mirror.
Yep.
I will reimburse you for it.
Here's a mirror.
I'll put it with the other one.
You have a mirror?
Yes!
These are the questions we should have been asking first!
Can I get that reimbursement now?
Yes.
How much gold do you have?
That's my business.
Well, then I would like 40.
The end.
Well, as your accountant, I would probably like to know that specific number.
It's all in the safe, so I can go get it out. But yeah, so plans are done.
Speaking of safe,
Did you just like forget he was here again?
I would like my
Castian.
stuff. I would like my stuff back.
Are you getting amnesia?
Oh crap! You're contagious.
No, I
There's
don't
some
think
people
so.
in town that can
Do you
help you
remember
with
earlier when you paid her 4 gold to leave?
Okay, so what I remember from earlier
You paid her
is-
4 gold to leave? And you're worried about me buying a mirror?
There is
Okay, let's get a few things straight. Everything from last night till about, an hour and a half ago when I finished my nap is kind of a blur. I may have been hallucinating through part of it. I don't know.
Sounds like you got what I had.
Secondly, if I paid
You're
her 4
catching.
gold to go away, I feel like that is money well spent.
Oh.
Ow.
Okay,
I
so
don't even think Dust is actually offended.
now that I have
We're
that
like,
out of the way, so you want your money back,
Yep.
I also remember.
right? You're here.
Yes.
He's on probation.
Yes. I am out on probation.
Weren't you on probation last time?
No, that was self-checkout.
He did come with people this time that said that they don't want to take him all the way back to Costas because apparently Costas has a
Civil
like
unrest.
yeah,
We're-
there's a
we're
big
just
civil
fucking
unrest
leaving.
there.
Huh. Okay.
I did not cause it, okay?
Well, you didn't even get there.
I am going
Exactly.
to take Tommy when we get
Oh,
to
give
a
him the
spot that we
bullet
can.
point favor.
Oh, yeah, here.
And oh yeah. I'm gonna take Tommy and have them see if they know anything about amnesia, but I'm not going to let them do anything really
Invasive.
wackadoo.
Okay.
I
At
do.
first.
Killian's gonna turn around and walk back into the little room
Wait,
to go
wait.
open the safe.
We need to let you know we're leaving.
Hang on! Killian's gonna open the safe. He's gonna come out. He's gonna give you 100 gold. He's gonna give you 40 gold.
I'll stay with you, Killian.
Yeah.
He's gonna stare.
Wait, you're gonna give me 100? Yay!
And then he'll be like, "All right, so why do I have a paper with bullet points on it?"
This
you
is
read them?
something
Asked
that
for them.
was revealed to us recently.
Those are all the bullet
Wait,
What
points.
does your
Yeah, what-
bullet
what are
point
bullet
say?
Oh, so they're like, Queen likely has a 15-year-old daughter that she may or may not know about.
That has gone missing.
Everything about
She
talking
has
with
gone
Miles.
missing. Yeah. Like just what we were talking about there.
What's this?
And this information was revealed to us.
From Akarai.
She went on a sexy scavenger.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't sexy.
I mean, there was husbandry involved. And then there's also like the church schism is potentially in 2 parts. There's
Also-
a lot. We should probably talk on the road though.
Oh, and we're gonna go see the Elven ruins.
Why are we talking on the road?
We're going to do the Elven
Because
Ruins
we
now,
need to
or
go.
else we will never do it in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
I just feel the need to ask. We're not leaving town because we're going to get run out of town,
I hope
No.
not.
right?
No.
No.
No one here
Correct.
did anything to get us kicked out of town.
I just got here, so
Surprisingly
no,
not.
no,
No.
don't look at me.
No,
No, actually.
we were just talking. We were having lunch, and we figured if we're ever going to do the ruins or the ghost thing, it might as well be now, or
If
else
we
we're
have
going to
to
be stuck.
split up and stay so that you can do blacksmithing, we understand that. But we also figured you were working on your plans.
So I am going to do blacksmithing for the prison.
Wait,
And
I
stay
thought
in
that
the
you
shadow?
decided
Well,
that.
that's up to you.
Oh, right. You were busy. Yes, you're gonna do that. Also,
You didn't tell him?
He's been a walking zombie for the last 48 hours.
Sorry.
Hang on, and Killian's going to go walk over and undo like the straps on the tarp so he closes the pavilion.
We need a whiteboard.
I feel like
Chalkboard.
we need to sit down and someone needs to catch me up because apparently a lot of things have happened.
All right.
Literally, we tried to do that earlier.
And I
Okay.
was probably
So,
not coherent.
First, let me get my stuff.
I'll go open the safe and I'll get your bag out and I'll hand you a bag of your stuff.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right, so the
I
gentleman
have my
came back,
weapons back.
Miles. He said it'll be 3 weeks, but 2 weeks you can get enough blacksmiths to do it. 20% above work rate and discounts on all materials that will be coming in to help work with that. Miles is also part of a secret council of 7 of magic users who are the ones that actually run Lamont's Wells.
Oh.
His amulet thing creates like a reverse silence.
It's pretty cool.
Not
It,
reverse.
it basically made your Shaggin not be able
Soundproof.
soundproof from outside. No one could hear inside.
Turn it on. Like,
We talked to him, and basically, yeah, he's legit in that sense.
he's savvy. He's
So the town is controlled by a magic council of 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Grim Seven.
One
which
of
you
whom
guys
is
know about,
apparently
but I
evil.
don't.
No, it's not the Grims.
One of them might be evil. Yeah.
Might be. Okay.
One of them,
Allegedly.
Miles suspected that one of his other council members might have been the ones doing spooky things with the graveyard.
That got
Yes.
fancy.
But Miles and his crew are also, very anti-empire, which I feel like is positive for us to know. I mean, of course they would be, they're magic users, but it's good to know.
And he's going to pay me to build the prison.
Yeah.
To help, yeah.
Yeah, he's based for the metalwork. Yeah,
You're not doing it by yourself, though.
he's
Also,
contracting
might
as many
be-
blacksmiths as he can get.
Might be a useful connection for later
Might.
on too.
How much?
Tell him how much. Yes.
Oh, well, it's the 20% above the work rate.
Yeah, we said that.
The
Yeah,
sorry,
but
the
you
the
haven't told him
blueprint.
that yet.
The,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Oh, I
That's
missed
like
that
the
part.
first thing he
Sorry.
told me.
yeah, and then the
Okay.
the blueprint number,
Yeah.
price. Next, while Simi was looking in the library, she was following sort of a scavenger hunt trail that Akarai had left for her, and found a note that Akarai had left explaining that Rosk apparently was working on a eugenics thing, trying to keep, or whether or not it's keeping their only male heirs or whatever, we're not sure. But there was a female heir apparently 15 years ago. And we have many theories on what that is, but you can come up with your own.
Lots of speculation.
A lot of speculation on that. Anything else other than that? And then we figured we might as well hurry and go do the ghost thing. Well, I'll just leave it here with you. Do the ghost thing real quick. That'll be like 2 days.
Yeah.
That'll
May
at
find
least
some stuff that would be helpful.
at least get that done before we help you specifically with the 2 to 3 week thing. Before we then continue, so we can at least get that done. Because if we keep pushing that off to the side, we're never gonna get that done. So we might as well go today, go do that, and then come back as fast as we can, and work on the blacksmithing stuff.
So when am I supposed to start working on the prison?
I think pretty much as soon as we want or can, but I think that's another reason we should do this today.
Yes. He never gave us a specific time. We basically
should.
told you that you, the head of the Iron Lotus Innovations, would take some time to think on it before you made your decision. 2 to 3 days is not. I feel like is a good enough spot for you to come up with that decision.
Although I do think that it would be worth touching base with him to
Yeah,
let him know that
telling
we're
him.
not just skipping town.
Well, we talked to him about sending a way of sending him a letter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can at least send him a letter saying that we're just leaving town for 2 to 3 days and then we'll be back. So
He's also a little dickish. I don't love him.
Yeah, he threatened us a lot.
I threatened him
Initially.
back.
We did threaten him back.
Yeah,
yes.
like he softened up, but I still have a kind of sour taste.
Okay. So you guys want to go to the ruin now,
I think that this is the best time to do that.
and it'll take us how long to get there?
What
It's a day out, a day back,
Yeah, so
roughly.
2 to 3 days. If we're going to do it, it's almost got to be now.
And by the time we get back, hopefully you have at least 2 to 3 copies of the blueprints that we can at least hand those out to some of the individuals who have pre-ordered the blueprints and then go from there.
Also, we're thinking about just like giving Tommy a hammer and seeing if it pulls up some muscle memory. Maybe he's secretly a blacksmith.
Ooh. we think that, huh?
No, I mean, he could be.
Okay.
We don't know.
Did you get all that?
If
think
nothing
I
else,
got all
he'd be
the
good
important
at
parts.
carrying some of the heavy stuff
Um,
with the construction.
Also, sorry, the Empress and the Impelian Order are in a schism.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
big
yeah.
big fight going on.
Ogs.
Possibly to do with the girl.
Big fight. How?
They're basically the Impelian Order and the Empress are. What's the word I'm looking for?
They're butting heads.
Butting
They're
heads.
disagreeing.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say the Apellian Order,
Rosk.
Rosk.
Rosk,
Rosk.
the head of the Impelian Order and the Church of the Empress.
Daddy Ross.
There is
Stepdaddy Ross.
Daddy Rosk.
Big Daddy Rask.
he does like there is also a group within the order that does not like the direction that the church is going, but I also don't think that they're particularly keen on the empire or the imperial family. But they're anti the direction that the church is taking. So it seems like since Rosk has taken control, he's done a lot of moving and shaking that a lot of people.
And we got this
Don't
information from where?
Miles.
Well,
Okay.
Master
Miles.
Hobb.
Master
our
Hobb was-
connection
But I was
within the
there for
church.
that
Yeah.
conversation.
Oh yeah.
Miles told us that the
Okay.
And apparently that's backed up by the fact that Castian is back with us.
because apparently there's civil unrest because of it.
Also, about like, are your caretakers gonna have a problem with you coming with us?
Dang it. I was hoping everybody would skip over the last part.
Like, oh crap, where'd he go?
Yeah, he up and ran away
Can
again.
we be? Do you think they'd consider us responsible enough to like?
Well, they're not here right now, so.
He wanted to kill Akra. I don't know if I consider
That
us
was a long
responsible
time
enough.
ago.
I do think he's getting a little better.
That was a long time ago.
He's mighty defensive.
So you are up to date.
If Akrai was here, I'd give him a hug, okay?
Would you?
Is he here?
No.
Yeah, I'd give him a hug if he was here.
Insight check. I don't believe it.
No insight.
You shouldn't.
Doubt.
Yep.
Press B to doubt. Sorry,
Well-
A to doubt.
I don't think we should just run off.
Yeah, we
Because
should at
then
least
maybe
tell
they'll
them.
think that you use self-checkout again.
Oh no, I would let them know.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's check in.
let's let them know.
Well, we're gonna talk to them about Mr. Tommy.
Oh
Yeah, that might
be
take.
easier than just like handing you a hammer and saying, "Hey, go."
Yeah,
work
but
a
that
forge.
might take. If we
I
want to
agree.
leave today, we probably won't be able to have that conversation until we
You know what?
try.
I bet you can play instruments. I bet you are musically talented.
You know what? Let's just have a day where we set up everything, have me try a few things.
I'll
Does
really
this do
like
anything
this.
for you? At least maybe we can figure out some of your hobbies. Like we know
Yeah.
that you worked for somebody. Like we know.
Maybe you're a poet.
Maybe I'm a massage therapist and everybody gets
There
massages.
you go. Yo,
How
sign
do we
me up.
test that?
Oh,
I
that
don't
would
know.
be
No.
magical.
You've been awfully quiet.
Like
Are you drawing?
player
She is
Danny
deep in her
is
book.
like
Yes.
the party needs that.
Do you have anything to add to the update I was just given?
I'm making us money
Okay,
by
great.
drawing
Oh yeah, that's a
community
thing.
flyers.
Yup.
And I go by the name Madame.
Yeah,
She's
was a
actually
sketch
pretty
artist,
good
so,
at it.
How are you making money?
So see, I give out these flyers,
Right.
and then it drives people
Gonna get
to
kicked.
the Gilded Lily, and they give the flyer to the madam, and then she gives me a cut.
Oh, okay.
It's actually not the worst plan I've ever heard.
Nice. Good job.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah, she gave me this one, this guy.
that is very anatomically correct.
Would you like a closer look?
No.
I haven't even used it yet.
Way to stay in character.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Okay. So, I probably can't leave town at the moment.
You drag you
Why?
dragon.
Well, in addition to, you know, the people are expecting us and things, I am in the middle of coordinating some stuff with Master Hobbs, and it sounds like I'm going to need to meet with the Council of 7 people and coordinate some stuff with them. And I still have to follow up with the proprietress of the one place we went to where they had a plaque about gods.
Yeah, this
Melted
sounds like
Muse?
something that you should be doing.
Ah, yes, the gods
Oh.
again.
Yeah.
Not the
oh,
Melted
thing.
Muse. This is the drinking establishment next to the fake vegetables.
Yeah, the place where we went when we were like, hey, is there a place we can talk quietly?
I thought that was the Melted Muse. They had a plaque.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Different place.
Different
one.
place.
I forgot what it was called.
Okay.
If we knew.
The greasy something, I think.
The filthy cobbler.
Ah, that was
Right.
Ah.
Okay.
Real quick note. Indigo can't go back to the Melted Muse.
it. Why?
Trauma.
That's a very unspecific explanation of why she's not allowed back.
No,
Freezes
like she's
up.
not allowed.
Goes a bit catatonic.
Yeah, she got real low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That
So it's a
makes
good thing we have therapists in town.
Yes.
Are they therapists?
I have no idea.
Therapy for everybody.
No, we should have a group session for therapy.
Oh, I would rather do so many other things.
Yeah, I've been in a family session before. I'd rather not.
So I don't think I can go with. I do think you guys going to said ruin is a good idea.
But
You
you are
should
the
at least have
one
backup.
that has the table that can tell us where to look for stuff.
I thought we knew where it was.
We
I mean,
know
we
where
know where
it
it
is.
is.
But we don't know
We don't know where the stuff is inside the place.
stuff inside the place.
Yeah.
You are our foremost magical expert.
So-
Unless you
actually,
have a
we need
different
the
way that
shack.
we can detect stuff
We don't
on a
actually
closer
need you, we need the
basis.
shack.
Could you get us like a dowsing rod for magic?
No, like I said, we don't actually specifically need you, but we do need the shack.
We don't need you. We have the shaggin'.
We do long term need you, but for this particular errand.
Yes.
Do you know how to tell when things are magic and when they're not?
Do you have detect magic, aka?
Hold on.
It is a second level spell, I believe.
First level.
First level.
That is entirely up to whatever spells you chose.
I didn't pick your spells. I
You're a
didn't-
sorcerer,
Who's
right?
are you?
Yes.
So it is definitely available to you.
Yeah, so you can pick it.
It was in option. I just don't know if it is an option you have. I also don't know if our gracious DM is going to let you repick your spells. That might be a question that
Well,
we
that's
need
when
to
you
answer to
choose
sooner
daily
rather than
anyway,
later.
right?
No, sorcerers have innate spells, right? Like they
Oh,
know
okay,
a list
They
of
know a
spells.
certain number.
I always
They're
get
kinda
that
like bards that
backwards.
way.
Yeah.
On the record, I don't believe so. But then I also struggle because I feel like I don't think that she could.
She doesn't have the spell. She
can.
just is like.
But she
Yeah.
just feels
I can
like
tell
she
when stuff's
can.
magic, can't you?
I feel it.
Back in
looks
my home
like
village,
arts
they
to me.
always brought me the magic stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta go to this fishing village.
No, it doesn't exist.
I know.
We can't go there.
What would Del say? If I'm around it long enough, I
We don't
sense
really
it.
have that much time, though.
Sense.
So the only problem is if you take the shaggin,
He can't use.
I
the
can't
shaggin.
do anything that I need to be in town to do. Not just work, but the negotiations I am currently in with these people require me to have access to some things I have stored in the shaggin, and I would feel unsafe taking them out of the shaggin because they are sensitive in nature.
Wait, isn't that sort of the thing that you're supposed to do? Is like find magic items?
She hadn't gotten that far.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Would I have enough experience that I can kind of, sort of, like...
I mean, you could fake it.
I am not as confident as Dels.
I mean, like, you do magic stuff.
No, I have very, very limited stuff that was granted me by an alien being that uses magic that is not like the magic here.
Keith,
You tell?
if Killian wanted to try and rig up essentially like a dowsing rod for magic, basically take what the I know, right? Take what the sand table does and just small, very short range handheld thing. How long does he think it would take for him to be able to throw that together? Yes, basically a metal detector for magic. He wants a wand so you guys can walk through the place going like this.
So you're talking about miniaturization.
Basically, I'm talking about making a wand of detect magic and how long and I think it would take for him to throw one together. It doesn't have to be able to be used, like it doesn't have to be able to last forever. Just how long would it take to throw something together that they could use?
You think it'd probably be at least a couple of weeks.
Oof. That's fair.
We might just have to get everything that looks like it could be and bring
Oh
it back.
gosh. No.
So I've got good news and bad news. I can't, but if I do level up, I can.
Wink, wink.
I could take
That's what you're not doing.
Because I
Okay.
could take the
So-
invocation that allows me to detect magic at will.
Walk me through this. We need to be able to see what stuff is magic there because
Because
of our
that's
signs.
a large part of the reason we're going. I mean, we're also going for the sake of a ghost. But
Is there... Okay. Keep in mind that I know very
Yep.
little about magic. So, I've got this necklace that belonged to Elise.
Yep.
Could we maybe...
throw it at stuff and see if it's magic.
No, but like, whatever is in the ruins that belonged to her husband might like have a connective energy to it.
yeah.
Actually, surprisingly
Like,
enough,
call
if I
back
do
to
level
it.
up, I can do that.
Keith. So Argon can cast spells that I can cast.
Okay.
If I sent Argon with them, could he find magic since I can detect magic?
You would have to give him specific instructions on when to
Can I
do
just tell
that.
him to do whatever one of these people tells him to do?
She sells it so well. Yeah, she can definitely detect magic.
Basically, can I entrust Argon to one of these people?
Do you really want to do that?
I'll take good care of that.
I'm not sure that's the way that ability works.
A homunculus?
But
Yeah.
I mean, what if there's something about this locket?
Yeah, DM. What
Okay.
if there's something about
We
this
can
locket?
That works for
definitely use
Danny.
the locket to find his body.
I do
It
like
works
That is
the-
easy.
for Danny World.
I already know how to do that. I can give you the tools to be able to do that.
Can I do an Arcana check on the
It's
necklace
okay.
thing?
They're all getting close to.
My interest in going to the ruin is mostly the fact that it is an elven ruin, and so I'm hoping we can gather information from it to figure out whereabouts the volcano is.
That's good to know.
That is my primary goal in going to said ruin. Picking up magic stuff is nice.
And important if we're going to, overthrow an empire.
I'm just trying to get this poor ghost lady to chill.
Chill.
So, because I'm a high elf and from the capital,
Mhm.
what I know of this ruin.
Interesting.
So one of those things might
Filthy half-breeds.
Matter more than the
might matter more than the other. You probably don't know specifically of these ruins,
But maybe the other ones?
but you do know that in the time after the Great Calamity, that your people traveled and settled and built things. This might be one of those. But you wouldn't know anything about it
Nothing
specifically.
specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Can you detect magic on this locket real quick?
Sure. It's the locket magic.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I think
I
you
was
told
gonna say,
us
I'm
that
pretty
it
sure
wasn't
it's not.
actually.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Well, I don't remember. I don't think I told anybody that I had it.
You did.
No, you did, because we used the fact that we had the locket to figure out where the scrap of paper was.
Did we?
Yeah. Because I used one of my hummingbird finders to track it down, which is how I'm like, once you get there, I can just send you guys with a hummingbird, and once you get to the ruin, you can be like, find the person who last had this, and
So
I know
Logan
that's stupid.
suggests milestone leveling, but the milestone is 4 years.
Aaron will be 7.
Hush your
Don't
face.
you
do
do
the
that.
math.
We've got to level up before then, Keith.
Oh,
in 4 years.
in 4 years we'll level up to 9.
Well, let's go looking for trouble.
So I think if you guys go out there,
And you can't leave for a day or
I mean,
2
3
to 3
days.
days.
I don't want to. In the past 4 days we have been here, we have learned that part of the church would be willing to support our rebellion. Part of the church is fighting the Empress. That the capital
May not be the same
is
part.
in a state of unrest. That this town is controlled by a magic circle of 7 wizard people. That we have visitors from other worlds who have been coming here for the last, I'm sorry, how many years was it, Keith? 15, 20?
You never got that number.
Yeah, we did. I asked her when Jen came.
Okay.
I think
And
she
that
said
was-
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For at least the last 10 years, we found out that they're building a prison out here and they just moved an entire company of Imperials. I'm a little afraid what's going to happen if I leave for 3 days and come back and try and pick up where we left off. Because a lot has happened in the 4 days I've been here.
I mean, I'm just saying that's a little bit pompous of you.
Okay.
So we're due for a cooldown.
The
That's true,
negotiations that I am currently involved with is setting up a network for the rebellion, setting up infrastructure, code words, ciphers, giving people cover stories for why they're here, gathering information so we can replace people. Like,
You have code.
You have yet to start
Yes.
that here yet.
I have already set up to do that with Master Hobbs. I'm kind of afraid that if we leave for 3 days and come back, I don't know what will have changed in that time. and I want to get it up and running before anything prevents that from happening. And it sounds like maybe I have to talk to the Council of Seven and
How long
set
will that
something up
take?
with them.
Do you know of a way to clone yourself?
What?
Not yet.
Oh, I have a spell.
That means he's
Alternatively,
thinking about it.
alternatively, we can go to the ruin after we wrap things up here. It was always my intention to go to the ruin because we need a lead on where the elf stuff is. But I also would understand if you guys don't want to just basically sit around for the next 2 or 3 weeks dinking around town. Oh, also, we still have to try and get a hold of... Starts with an S, sounds like poof.
Oh.
Sploof.
Sploof guy. Because
This
he's
one
in-
is news to me.
What?
So there's Jin,
Yeah.
the lady.
Yeah, I
Acorn
sort
Queen
of got
lady.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
she told us that a co-worker of hers that she doesn't get along with is in town
Okay.
and knows about magic stuff and might
Okay.
be involved in some of the stuff going on in town, and that
And he's part of the Council of 7 people. One of the ones who's dealing with necromancy.
don't know.
Sploof is a councilman.
This is
Because-
what I was.
Because what we know is we know where their hideout is
We're
because
not
we
sure which
wandered
one.
into it. We know that he is working with a group called the Grim Seven that we have met because we knocked out one of them, talked with another one, and backed our way out of their base.
Okay, I was there for that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that might have been just like a
Well, but we asked her
hired hand.
when she said like, "Oh, the Grim Seven," I was like, "Is one of the Grim Seven named Kenneth?" And she was like, "Yep, that'd be them." So found them. We also have to go talk to them and figure out what they know about what's going on and why they're here, and if we can recruit them into our rebellion.
So do we? Okay.
There's a lot going on here, and I understand the desire to go do that. I also feel like since I have to set up all of this stuff, if I leave for that time, it's a risk.
So what do you want me to do in the next few weeks?
not
Because
big
if
job.
I'm
I think we're gonna bring in enough money we can just buy that gem from her.
okay, that's fine.
Um,
but like, it's only gonna take me an hour or two of work a day to set up my full still and have things running that way.
I don't know what all of you should do. I don't know how much help you're going to be since they need blacksmiths,
I mean, Dells is gonna draw naked people.
right? I could teach one of you how to set up the network stuff I'm trying to do, but that will take as long as setting it up is to teach one of you how to do it. So that kind of that doesn't save us any time right now.
Okay, so all of these other things, if I can help with if they're at night and I can go work during the day because there's nothing else I can do. That's sort of the issue.
But then you go away and then we have to regroup and tell everybody all the things.
Right, I'm saying if
all
we only
over
do the
again.
things at night.
But
And,
then,
and again, also, if you guys are able to go without needing the Shaggin, you guys can go up to the ruin. All I ask is any artifacts, anything that could give us a hint about where we need to go to find more of the Elven Ruin stuff, bring back.
Yep.
So that we can collect it, look through it and stuff. But go up and deal with that while I stay here managing all of the fires we've got out here.
At least to me, yeah, at least to me, it sounds like we need to stay in town as a group, not
I mean,
splitting
I
ourselves.
am not worried about staying in town for 2 or 3 days by myself. I'm just worried about how much things are going to change that we won't know about if I leave for that time, so I'd rather not leave in the middle of all this.
It's fair.
Am I wrong though? Like you shouldn't have to do all of that yourself, and there should be some of that
You're
that
right.
we can help with.
There is nothing that you can help with it right now because the stuff that you could help me with, it will take me just as long as doing it to teach you how to do it.
okay, well, like the networking stuff, we all had apprentices back in Setterton. Like, you're not the only one who knows how to do that.
No, but so we have a system in place for like how to contact. Okay,
You gotta teach us, huh?
there is a system in place so that I can contact several other members of our little burgeoning organization We have established code words so that we can tell if our communications are being tampered with or not, or whether they're legitimate. We have established protocols for this is how we'll contact you, this is what we should do if there's an emergency. Keith is over here like, oh, you have you? I've got a document for you, Keith.
But wouldn't we all know that?
No, because you guys specifically, well, almost all of you specifically said you didn't want to be involved in all the nitty-gritty stuff of this.
Did we?
But
Yeah.
if we're talking about code words for when something goes wrong.
No, not for like when things go wrong. It's stuff like, I know how to send a coded message to Draxus in town if we need to update him, and I have a sending stone that I left with him that Killian can communicate, and Killian set up a book code so that there's some coded messages in there that he can look for to be sure, like, okay, this is a legitimate communication, stuff like that, where I was like, I don't think all of everybody else wanted, I asked, like, how involved do you guys want to be, and you guys were like, we want to be there for the big decisions, I don't know if we want to be involved in all the nitty-gritty, so those little tiny details like, this is your specific job, and do this, and as far as I know, none of you guys were in on all of that.
However, now you have made it so that if anything happens to you, everything falls apart.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because all of that stuff, like, Draxus knows how to contact Akarai. Akarai knows how to contact Draxus. Once we set stuff up with people in Lamott's Wells, Killian's going to tell Akarai and Draxus how to contact the people in Lamott's Wells.
Right, but then you just left out this entire group of people that have most of the pivotal information.
Right, because you guys said you didn't want to be involved in the nitty-gritty.
But I don't think that we realized this is what that
That
was.
may have been the case, but that was the conversation, so up to this point I have not clued anybody into any of this.
Well, now
like
that you
that was a
are
mistake.
saying these things.
And we can change that, but
Yes.
unless we're going to retcon that as you guys do already know about all of that,
Oh, no.
that still leaves us where Killian's like, it'll take me 4 or 5 days
I
to
was
teach
gone.
you.
I don't know.
But
shit.
now that you are explaining this,
Right. No, yeah, and
Like-
that's fine.
yeah, Simi will be like, no, that, like,
This
that's
is
not what
definitely
we meant
something
by
all of us should
nitty gritty. That's something that, like, you need fail safes in place for like, if things happen to you in the interim, because you don't have that set up already, and also we're going to be the ones with most of the information to give to these people. So
If something happened to you. Because, like, all the stuff that we just told you, you have not passed it on to Draxus or Akarai.
No, but most of that
isn't
information either
important to
came
them.
from one of them, or it's not important to what they're dealing with.
But it could be. It's information that should be passed on.
No, it's not.
I'm
gonna be real. I'm gonna be real
with
honest.
Killian
with you.
on this one.
It does not matter for Draxus to know that there is potentially a princess out there that is the heir to the Empire from 15 years ago. None of Draxus's responsibilities back in Setterton none of that is important. Akarai already knows about it because he told us.
Fair. But like you said, like, we learn 82,000 new things every stinking day. There's going to be some of that ends up actually impacting them.
Right.
And you need to not be the only person that actually knows how to deal with this.
And that's fine.
That is
But-
not the nitty-gritty I thought you were talking about.
And I am happy to clue you guys in onto it.
Yeah.
My understanding was that you guys did not want to be involved in that aspect of it.
I did not realize that's what you meant by nitty-gritty.
Yeah. I thought you meant, like, how all of the designs work for your stuff and all
No,
of
the
that.
nitty-gritty of this was who has which responsibilities in the rebellion and what they're up to and
You know, that's
what
important
jobs they're being
stuff.
handed.
So this
is what
was
it
a lack of communication.
Yes.
Right.
That's
It was
okay.
a miscommunication,
This
not
is
a lack of
Yes.
communication.
Where
Miscommunication.
Volk was correct. Terrible at his own advice.
No, he wasn't.
Uh,
He was great at communicating. I will defend Volk to my dying day.
You have fun with that.
So I can clue you all in on some of this information, but again, it will
It'll take
take
some time.
the same amount of time as it's going to take to get this set up with the people here in town.
Okay, so I think
So
that
you
what...
can't help right now.
No, but I think as you were setting it up with everybody else, we should all be involved in the process so that you're teaching us as you teach them. kind of
Okay.
thing.
And actually, with you doing the smith work and whatnot, you can explain that while you're working, and we can handle
There
some
is
of the legwork. for
one
you.
other issue with that,
Okay.
and that issue is one of security.
Yes.
If all of you know how everything is set up here, that increases the ways that information can get out. And some of us, myself included, are already struggling with using the fake names here and not saying more than we should here and, keeping that all in... So, I'm happy to explain it all to you, but understand that it is also increasing the risk if all of us know all of it.
Well, maybe even just two of us, or we can compartmentalize who gets what. Something.
And that's fine. I just wanted to be upfront with that. Was that is the other issue, is the more... If all of us know all of the things, then it's that much more of a threat for all of us, and I don't want to put you guys in that position unless you are comfortable being there.
Yeah, and we can, like Danny said, we can compartmentalize this and we can work that all out. But
I'm sorry, Keith. I tried to keep this all out of your game at the table. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I mean, it also doesn't have to be. This part could all be online so that it's just written down.
Could.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so that is why at the moment I would like to stay in town to deal with all that. And if I stay in, there's not a lot of point in me staying in town to do that if I don't have the Shaggin, because
you need to,
yeah.
The Sending Stones and a lot of the other stuff are in the Shaggin, and taking them out of the Shaggin seems like a bad idea because I built the Shaggin to hide them.
Yeah.
Now that being said, if you guys really feel like you need the Shaggin,
we
can make it work. Otherwise,
we can stay. I think staying together for this is important.
Yeah.
Okay, I am sorry.
I still think we should do group therapy. Get some feelings out.
I don't have a problem with that.
I think that might not be a bad thing, yeah?
You're not
hey,
wrong.
Keith, do you want to play a therapist?
Nope. Isn't that what he already does as our DM?
Yeah.
Isn't this just therapy for everybody?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, it is.
I
Brayden.
think you're asking the wrong person.
I'm
Just
fine.
a-
I'm perfectly fine over
Just
here.
nod a smile.
Fine, everything's fine.
I wouldn't want to burden him with my shit, so.
Now, for our two newcomers who've been very quiet, is there anything you guys would like to do in town? Is there something, I don't... These people are already neck deep in all the nonsense that we're up to.
It's true.
You two have just sort of been adopted into all this. I don't know how involved you actually want to be or how much you actually care.
I'm just interested in the therapist.
It's weird. This is weird.
Words Daniel never thought he'd say, right?
I'm just interested in that therapist.
I need help with my memory.
That's fair.
I am curious to see how all of that ties into the weird pirate lady. It's not weird. The lovely pirate lady.
Good cover.
She could be weird.
Nice save.
I mean, she could be weird, but I'm sure she's weird in good ways.
It's okay, Max. We'll be done soon.
We don't have to talk about this.
Okay. Yes. That,
Did you
that
say we don't
sounds
have to
good.
talk about this ever?
I said we don't have to talk about this anymore.
Oh. We don't have to talk about this ever.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think this is a
curious to
great
kinda see
topic
how
of
that
conversation myself.
How's babysitting going?
I'm not babysitting.
You sure?
Yeah.
Do your
Anyway, so-
proprietress know that?
Anything you two want to
That's
do?
not how that works.
Anything you two feel you need to be looped in on?
How involved do you want to be in the rebellion aspect, is what he's asking.
Yeah, we should probably get that sorted out.
We're with you all. I mean, I'm with you all the way. I don't know about her.
That was actually very gentlemanly.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to
Yes.
speak for you.
Yeah, you can speak for yourself.
I don't.
You're a strong, independent woman, and you
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
need no man speaking for you.
No, you don't.
Bulky half orc.
I have nothing better to do.
I feel like better to do than run a
You
rebellion.
know what?
Yeah,
That's
I
not
mean-
really the what I was hoping for, but I think I'll take it.
I mean, I've heard worse reasons.
There are worse reasons
What
to
if-
support our rebellion.
What if you find better things to do?
I mean, I do have 4 gold.
Yeah.
So,
No, so-
brothels.
Wait, so I
So-
really did want her 4 gold to go away?
You did, yeah.
Like, I left my fishing village to shut up.
Tell me some more about this fishing village.
Tell me, how did you get there?
to investigate, to learn things, and to find out more about my magic and stuff. And what better way to test the limits of my magic than a rebellion? It's so crazy.
So I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I think a great way to start learning more about your magic would be to I don't know, try talking to the gods. But
I
God.
disagree,
Mm.
generally speaking.
They
But
haven't
that's
been,
a
like,
personal issue.
That is true. They've only been really particularly helpful for you.
Look, all I'm saying
Are
is
they
we
talking
got
again?
it straight.
Yeah.
Just a hand.
Oh, yeah, you weren't here. We got it straight from the god's mouth that her powers are because she's related to a god.
Yeah,
but
she's
she doesn't believe in gods.
Even though one came down and talked with us.
Agnostic God's
Allegedly.
bomb.
What do you call that otherwise?
Ostrich.
The world of magic. I could dancing lights come at the flick of my wrist. You could have imagined.
Wait, can I see that?
Do you want me to cast dancing lights right now? And where are we?
We're in the wagon. That's fine.
Okay. I throw out my little drawing of dancing lights.
Nice. That's really cool.
Pretty.
One vaguely humanoid.
She can do it too.
I can also do that.
Hey,
I was
your
juggling them.
magic comes from your drawings?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she draws things and then poof.
Gosh, this has been an enlightening day for everyone.
Yep. Yep. The things we learned while you were gone.
And I'm the only one that I know that does this.
Straight
You're the only one we know who does that.
I mean, you're the only one we know that's related to a god.
Allegedly.
No.
No.
Allegedly.
Oh, well, his mom's not actually a
Wow.
Not that god.
Sparkly woman.
I think she can give Mizuki a run for her money on the highness.
That's true.
Yeah.
We should all treat you with more respect.
Oh. Okay. I don't know who all these people are that you've made these connections with, so I don't necessarily know if that's going to be useful.
I mean, we can fill you in if you want.
I mean, I want knowledge.
Okay, I'll take
That's
that as a
scary,
yes.
but yeah.
I mean,
Very Henry of you.
I mean, at this point, you guys are in far enough that
So we
That's
have
what
to
she
kill
said.
them if they leave.
no.
Well, let's not use the K word.
Yeah, let's not use the K word.
On the note of in far enough that you can't get out.
Whoa.
Never had that problem.
I would hope not.
I have. Nope.
Let it go.
If you all were planning on helping with the prison, I don't know if they need help. But
Helping morale.
it's yes you are. It sounded like some of you were considering helping with that. One, I'm gonna try and build like a blueprint of how it's all laid out, so that in the future, if we inevitably have to go break into it.
Or break out.
Also, I'm thinking after I get a look of what things are like, and I talk to these mystical 7 people, maybe purposefully designing some flaws into it
Back
to
doors and
I mean,
make
I
it
assume.
easier for us to take it over later and use as our own prison.
I kind of assumed that's what we would. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to.
I'm not sure what I would be good for aside from backbreaking labor, but I can try.
You can kick things.
I am good at supervising.
Offer your skills as a supervisor?
Yes.
Just
He
go
can
hand on
boss
your
people
resume.
Around. He can carry things. He can carry things. She can carry things. You're
Can she?
boosting morale.
Maybe I can get information.
Strong
from
as
the
well.
lady
She
who
is
did
tough.
Lily.
That's
That's-
different than strong, though.
No.
Actually, not a
You're
terrible idea.
Like you are strong,
Yeah,
right?
that's actually
No. Oh.
that's
I'm
actually a
very
really good
dexterous.
idea.
Oh, she can
Strong
kill
is
me,
Strong.
I can do that.
but not in an arm wrestling competition.
I'm very powerful, but power and strength are kind of two different things.
Yeah, knowing where to hit somebody is very different than I can hit somebody really hard.
I mean, I can hit somebody really hard, but like it comes from leverage and like
I might have been
Momentum
thinking about
and stuff.
Mizuki.
yeah.
Sorry.
Mizuki was crazy strong. Well,
Yeah.
still is crazy strong.
That's anyway.
She's
Um,
alive
Mizu was pretty
as
strong.
of
Oh, I was
3
just
days ago.
yeah, no, she is
3 days
relatively
ago.
strong.
Yeah, she pretty strong.
They haven't checked in for 3 days.
We should probably check in with them just to
They
make
only
sure.
check in like once every 4 or 5 days.
Okay, as long as it's normal.
No,
Alright.
yeah, it's
Um,
nothing.
Okay, but like we can all find things to do. I guess you could teach me how to do some blacksmithing stuff.
What did you do?
Yeah, no, the comment that happened earlier was boring.
Yeah, the comment was also we can put a hammer in his hand and he'll
See
hit
what
stuff.
happens, yeah.
See if it really instills in me great confidence in her skills.
I am a really quick learner.
She can do the stamps that make the ink, and then there's the
You could let her
Gotta
copy.
build that first.
No. You could just let her copy on the vellum using the vellum. Gosh dang it, Natalie. Using the vellum.
I mean, that's probably more up her alley.
Could anybody who does it, I'm gonna have to check their work the first couple times just to make sure that they're like.
Yeah.
I don't know how familiar you all are with plants, but
Do my mirror images? Could they copy stuff with me?
No,
Oh, Pete.
because they are illusions.
But your dancing lights would work for this table, so you could do it inside at any time. If we set it up.
anyway, so sounds like we have decided to stay in town
Yes.
for the next little bit.
I can do research.
Okay.
We got a lot to do.
Yeah, research.
Case studies.
It's for the articles, Mom.
Yeah.
It's great journalism.
They're called figure studies.
That was the word I was going for.
Well,
You'll
if
be
we're
more
staying,
productive for the party than
Not
me, at
case
least
study,
while
figure
we're doing
study.
this kind of
Fun
stuff. 'cause
things to
you'll be-
do.
I mean,
Yeah, and
sure.
I'm sure you guys can go into town and get into trouble.
I will not be a.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
we
yeah.
want.
Thanks.
speaking of which,
Killian?
Oh.
Speaking of,
I may need your expertise on something, Killian, at some point.
Speaking of getting into trouble,
I was just wondering if you had any knowledge on soil content and density of soil
What?
In what context?
in your head.
Okay, so is Inger telling me now about the secret magic section of the library that someone is trying to hide from me?
I just don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm the only person that knows yet.
Milo, I know about soil.
Then I will ask you. But
Why do
you
you-
see, like the crayoned version of The Great Escape of a tunnel system that will lead to the restricted section of the
Like
library.
just the
to
restricted
mouth.
section and not like the Elven Ruins?
I can walk into the restricted section.
But
Of
you won't do what I want.
Yeah, so Lydia is actually going to look at you and be like,
Have you asked
"What?
me to do
That's a
anything?
lot. That's a lot of work when we can just have someone go in."
Wait, can we? To the Elven Ruin part?
Oh,
I'm
no,
talking
the
about
restricted section
the
of the library.
library.
Oh, but why not both?
I thought they didn't have any smut.
What?
So, out loud, after Inger has showed me all this in my mind, I am saying out loud to you in front of everyone, why we can have someone just go in.
But in your head.
Like, use the phone!
But then they'll see someone taking stuff out.
What are you looking for?
Smut.
I'm not looking for anything specifically.
Is this back over at Inger?
I'm not speaking out loud.
But you
So,
are.
yeah, right, but-
I'm going to rob the place.
It's a good thing we.
But why?
This feels like a familiar conversation.
Let me get back to you on that.
Like, because the thought also crossed my mind, but there doesn't seem to be a point.
I'm really glad
It's not-
I didn't say anything.
Right? It's not going anywhere. They're friendly towards us. We can send her down anytime we need to check things.
You're still talking about the Elven Ruins, right?
No.
Yes.
Lily.
The ones underneath the cloister.
Yes.
Yes.
The Elven Ruins.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can go
Right.
down there if we want. I could send Max and he can find us a
Wait,
way
the
down.
Elven Ruins aren't.
Different elven. There's elven ruins
okay, okay,
under
okay.
the, and they might not actually be elven. I think it's actually dwarven or human because this was a
Like
dwarf
Old
human.
Town.
Yeah. Anyway, so like we could, but I don't think we need to. But I mean, if you discover a reason we need to, I'm sure we can work something out.
All right, fine.
What do you want from the library? Like, I'm just like...
No. The ruins under the library.
The Gilded Lily.
What?
That
That's what I'm pretty sure they were all talking about. Send her in. They're friendly or whatever. I'm like the
Big and friendly towards us.
anyway,
Not
What?
the Gilded Lily.
in the world is going on?
we were discussing whether or not we
No.
needed...
You were discussing.
We
Okay.
I didn't say a word,
We-
Killian. I
were
didn't say
discussing
a
whether or
word.
not we needed to get access to the library for everyone.
Oh, okay.
But
I've been
unless
there.
something new has happened, I don't think we all need access. If that changes, let me know. I'm sure we can make your idea work.
I mean, I'd like to go under the library if it makes a difference, but that's sort of a different.
I just don't know if that's a great use of our time at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't have any time. I have plenty of time and I don't have anything to do.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I could just go back to work, but somebody seems dead set against me working.
I just feel like it's pointless, and every time that we need to talk to you, you're in that shop.
That
I
is
mean,
sort of how
liquor
it
makes
works.
sense. The liquor work, that makes
But it only
sense.
takes me an hour or
I
two a day.
am not going to
Exactly.
be upset if
And-
the two of you get a job and bring in more money.
Yeah, but the liquor
It's not a bad
stuff
thing.
is going to
Doing
bring you in
what?
more money than
What are you good at?
your part-time job at the jewelry store.
Nothing.
And
Diploma.
My
leaves you a lot
entire
of
life was set to do something I can't do
That you can
anymore.
do other
You can
things
cook sometimes.
You're a decent
Yeah.
cook.
You are a good cook,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I can sail.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I have a jar of 50 daggers.
Excuse me?
There is also
I have a jar of dirt.
looking into the sploof person and his organization
Magic stuff.
that I think we were also going to see if Tommy could use because we think that
Oh,
Tommy
yeah.
might be connected
Actually,
to them
I would
somehow.
like to
We can
join
kind
on
of
that.
see maybe that,
Yeah.
like, I'll take you to therapy and we can
Yeah, so,
see.
like-
Oh, he can make hats.
So like that might be a good thing for you to be able to sort of tag along and help with that.
Okay.
There are a few other things in town. Also, if you're really bored, you can go figure out what's going on in the graveyard, other than
Hanky,
Pointless.
hanky.
I kind of don't want to find that.
Me neither.
Gross.
Uh,
Rude.
okay, so plan. Okay, just for tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
you can end this at any time, Keith.
And
Yes.
my torture.
Yes.
Actually, that's probably a good spot.
Thank God.
Stephen,
will-
knowing if that's too dangerous a question. It's like, what are we doing tomorrow? I don't know, but it will take 3 sessions.
I don't know, brain.
Through tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll
end it with Mal
will
going,
cut
so
it
what
out."
are we doing tomorrow?
we'll cut
we
it off
can
there.
discuss that.
We will read it as read that you guys make plans for the next day. It is only mid-afternoon. So you guys have plenty of time to hash that out and figure out what you're doing the rest of this day as well as tomorrow. But we will sort of, and if you guys want to talk about that off camera, we
Right.
absolutely can, and we can do that in the chat
Yep.
for you.
Out of character. Would be
Out,
easy.
yeah, away from the table and not take up quite so much rehash time.
And Logan pointed out it might be a good use of the Discord too.
Exactly. So we're gonna cut it off here for tonight. We'll come back next week. We'll see. We'll see what comes of all of this craziness. Just a reminder: our regular night is Monday night at 6:30 Mountain Time. This was a sort of a one-off this week because of Halloween being yesterday. Quick shout out for our YouTube channel. Go and check all of the video content that we put up. Everything goes there. It's not custom, but you can just search for Casual Cactus, Cactus with a K. We'll find all of our video content. We do post that up there so you guys can go and watch those recaps and keep tabs on what's happening. The Discord's a good place to go for our schedule changes. I have to fix the button. Otherwise, I would flash that on the screen for you as well. You can always go and find it on one of our old videos. But I will, however, put out another shout out for wyvernwarfare.com. Really cool guys. They make the custom resin and burlwood dice trays that several of us around the table have won. I say us as though I've won one, but Braden's got one that he's been rolling in, and Braden and Danny and Nat have all won one in the naming contest. Super cool guys, really awesome product. Go check them out. That is going to do it, I think, for us here tonight. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. We will see you next week. In the meantime, remember...
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
Good night.